I'm still in the kitchen because
My palms still itching.
I'm doing 30 a day. I make
200 off each.
And at the end of the week, I'm
counting 42 G's.
I'm in a wide body 392.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Still serving nights, nigga.
Fuck that flu.
I'm talking Russ
Sadness.
cocaine, blue cookies. I'm not your average rap nigga, so it's hard to book me.
Yeah.
Better tell him about Big Bruh. I'm a old school nigga, fucking new school bitch. Still the perfect example from going rags to riches. I sag my bricks, hustling, that's what my niches are.
Dead stack in the heart of the murders.
Dope dealers, killers,
Old China's and hella burgers.
Trap on. We got all the drugs.
What's happening, world? Happy Friday. Welcome to another episode of Cognac Confessionals. I'm your host, Deshaun, here at Where Media Meets Studios in conjunction with VJ TV, Feral Films, History in the Making Entertainment, Keep It Cloudy Productions, you know. It's the birthday edition tonight, you know what I'm saying? Sad season, like we've been on, you know. So hope everybody doing good, who's happening with it. Let everybody introduce themselves as always.
Hey, what's up, man? It's your boy Pharaoh, aka Feral Films, aka, you know.
You already know. It's your boy Camouflage, K-A-M-M in the building.
Yeah, what's happening, you know. We on a later edition tonight, you know. Instead of going on at 6, we started to do 7:30. You know, I had family obligations, you know. Son had an award ceremony and I had to go.
Winning big awards already.
Had to go be there for that. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's the birthday edition as always. You know what I'm saying? December babies in the building. It's happening. It's been an interesting week as always.
Yes, sir.
When has it never been an interesting week? You know, you got Brittany Griner coming home.
Shout out to Big BG coming back in the building.
Yeah, you know.
Shout out Britt.
You got that. You got you know, last week you got the Dion going.
Man, shout out to Dion, man. Shit. Y'all better get like Dion.
Yeah, you know, I ain't mad. You know, I'm not mad at Dion. I understand both sides of the coin that everybody up in arms about. I understand it, you know. But I also understand, you know, there's money. You know, you got that. What else you had? Oh, you had motherfucking Herschel Walker lost the runoff.
Thank the
which,
Lord.
I mean, we got that to talk about. We got guests coming tonight too. Swagg Creator.
On that boy Herschel,
she's gonna be sliding through in a few. To come fuck with us tonight. Talk about more of what she got going on. You know, she's a very talented creator. You know what I'm saying? She's a stylist.
With a film
casting project. My man got another movie coming out. I mean, we just been busy. You know what I'm saying? We ain't stopping.
No,
you know what I'm saying? We doing it. You know what I'm saying? Getting ready to get into this 2023. You know what I'm saying?
It's a big year.
I'm from the Dub, so 2023 is some good shit.
It's a year of completion.
You know that? Yeah.
You know, I just want to say one thing though, is that a lot of us though be bandwagons because here's the thing: people acting real controversial about Dion, and one of the things they keep standing on in regards to Dion is, well, he said this and he said that. Well, me being a hardcore football fan and being old school, I remember when he came out the draft.
Yeah.
And he had the jewelry on, the Jerry curl, and he talked so slick that I was like, oh, I'm on, dude. That's what a lot of people don't.
Sanders has always had the ism.
Exactly. If you go back 30 years ago to the Must Be the Money, you look at him, you got the S curl, the thing, this and that. But if you've been a Dion fan, an actual Dion fan, and you knew about Dion, then you know that he a country slick dude. He got a particular way of talking that if he wasn't Deion Sanders, you wouldn't know if he was a preacher or a pimp. The way he talked and the ism and the fits, but he came like that. He was that at 20 years old.
Yeah.
Well, when he come to Jackson State, he doing that Dion talk. So everybody gets sold, and then they like, well, he said he was gonna be this and this and that. I'd be like, oh, and he didn't stand his word. Be like, but if you really have followed the man's career, then you know he has a particular way of talking that makes everything larger than life. He puts God in it, whoop-de-whoop, and he just slick. He's sharp. He always got something to say. If he hadn't been an athlete, I'm pretty sure, I don't know what his father did, but I'm pretty sure his father must be a player because Deion always has had a sharp mouthpiece.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people got misguided when he was basically doing his Deion thing. And y'all thought he was going to sit there at Jackson State for the next 20 years till he was 75 or something. No, he came. He did what he was supposed to do. He elevated it. He left him in a better position than he found him.
Mm-hmm.
But then he slid on. And Jackson State was there before Deion was born.
Right.
Jackson State been there this whole time. And if Deion died tomorrow, Jackson State going to still be there.
True.
So Deion needs to do what's best for Deion, his family, and his associates, as opposed to what's best for Jackson State. Because if Deion would have went out there and went, instead of going 12-0, if Deion would have went 2 for 10, Jackson State fans would be clowning him, and they'd have probably fired him before the last game and not even let him have the dignity of finishing off the season. Because like he said, he wasn't lying when he said, in this game, you either elevate or you get terminated. If he hadn't came out there and was winning,
that's true. You're absolutely
people would have been making fun of him, and they'd have fired him, and people would be on Twitter talking about, man, you can't have no ex-athlete coming out there trying to coach them kids. You know what I'm saying? So, Deion, you always do what you're supposed to do. Because, like, I just had a coworker die at my job, right?
Oh, condolences.
You know what I'm saying? One day he was there, he went home. Next day, we was like, hey, dude didn't come. The next day, he's gone. And you know what a lot of the management concern was? Who gonna pick up his slack? And we got an opening. And we sitting there like, the nigga body ain't cold yet. And y'all, so these jobs, corporations, universities, whatever it is, if you drop dead at your desk,
somebody else gonna fill you in.
They first thought gonna be, man, who gonna do your work? So always look out for you, man, and your family.
So right.
He's also well respected too. He's they got him on the cover, the digital cover of the new John Madden video game. So when you load it up, you see his face, and he got the Jerry curl chain on, and I think he got an old brick phone. And, if I'm not, I think he got a phone. But yeah, you know, so big up Deion though for sure.
The way Deion talk, if he hadn't been a successful NFL player, he obviously probably would have went into politics or pimping or preaching. He's just a slick talker. I feel bad that some of y'all got sold that he was supposed to be this savior, and when he goes save himself, you're so disappointed. And you're writing these think pieces about sellout athletes and this and that, and like, man, go sit down somewhere.
Yeah, but I think what it is, like I said, I see both sides of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for him moving on, making, you know, because he's going to get, you got to get the bag.
Yeah.
You know, now, the part where, you know, there's not many Coach Eddie Robinsons no more. Yeah, Grambling for, what was he there, for 50 years. That longevity of coaches that, you know, some of us had the privilege of being able to witness parts of that. That's not, it's not too much of that anymore.
But he was also in an era where he was never legitimately going to get an opportunity to go past Grambling.
Right.
So we don't know if Nebraska or Florida State or the Washington Redskins or somebody would have came calling, would Eddie Robinson. Now he was from a generation where you know that civil rights generation where you would make sacrifices for the race.
Yeah.
But we also don't know if he got these opportunities, would he have, you know?
Yeah, it's different eras. But I think the disappointment, like I said, I understand the disappointment that some people project, because you look at coaching, you know, football, going to a university, a player. Like, if I committed to coming to this school to play for you, I came to play for you.
Right.
You came, the coaches, you know, coaches visit you in your house, you know, the good athletes, you know, not too regular niggas, but the good athletes, you know, coach come to your house, you know, meet you and your parents, how you come to the school and look in your eye and tell you some things.
Right.
So I can understand some people being disappointed, like, well, man, you sat in my living room and told me XYZ. and sold me that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I was sold on that. And now you gone. So I can understand that point of somebody being pissed. Like you told me you came to get me. I didn't come. I was gonna go, but you came to me.
But see, like I agree with Pharaoh because, you know, as far as him just trying to get his bag, I mean, for some reason, I don't know if it's a stigma from owners or whoever leads these organizations in college that it's always been that usually the best coaches were shitty players. And so you got a great player who's a good coach, and look at his peers. You got Jim Harbaugh getting $6 million a year.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
And had a couple of bad years too.
Right,
Where he had
7.
Mm-hmm.
And then how much did Gruden get when he went back? He got a stupid bag, didn't he?
Man, yes.
So I mean, he probably feeling like
10 solid. Like 10 million plus bonuses. Like if you win this, you win that.
Mm-hmm.
So you know,
I mean, the Pilgrim coaches always get the bag and the essential hidden bag.
You know, another thing about Deion is that for every time he went over 50,000 in a home game, he was supposed to get a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of them home games, they got almost 60,000, and Jackson State would say it was 38,000.
Mm-hmm.
And people were like, and a lot of people was confused as to why they was underselling it because the stadium was there. That was to not have to pay him his bonus, and that's after he took half his salary. He took half his salary and donated it to the facilities, and then they still shorted him on his bonuses.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, and who knows? They might have been doing that not necessarily out of no maliciousness, but outside of economics.
Yeah.
Because in a lot of schools, the money that the football team generate has to pay for everything.
Right.
The women's volleyball, the women's soccer, the women's softball. You know, sports that don't sell no tickets. The football program.
Because other schools can't do,
but,
like, you know, had the Brett Favre have a volleyball stadium put up for your daughter team, and, you know, you pocket $5 million. You know, I mean, we still...
Why people ain't burning down the governor's mansion over there in Mississippi? I'm looking at y'all sideways.
That's still a hot topic.
Have you noticed you haven't really heard nothing about it since?
Why Brett Favre ain't sitting in somebody's jail under indictment or something like that off of that? I'm confused.
You know, but you know, our people so livid at Deion, but we got this other situation
in the same state.
Right.
He stole the money in the same state.
Exactly.
They were so.
No, he stole Deion's $5 million that Jackson State could have been paying him.
Right.
Brett Favre got it. You know. So I'm not mad at Deion, but I do, like I said, I understand the disappointment because you think us as melanated people, I'm not gonna call us black, you want that structure, that solitude in an establishment, because of course now he's highlighting, like you said, Deion has elevated HBCUs.
Yeah.
All across the...
I ain't never watched a Jackson State game in my life. I don't think I've ever even watched
He's brought attention to it.
Except for that, what's that, Bayou Classic?
The Bayou Classic,
I watched that before.
Grambling and Southern.
Other than that?
Yeah.
I ain't never watched none of that.
But he's made it an attention. They got a lot of their games are going to be nationally televised now. So I get he's the messenger. So everybody mad that he's leaving. It's like,
well,
don't be mad, but I do understand why they're angry. Because we want those Coach Eddie Robinsons at HBCU. The ones that's going to be there putting in that work, burning that midnight oil, and stay there forever, and to build these young men up and get them to the league or wherever they're going to do so they can be successful, melanated individuals. I understand that part of the disappointment.
I can't expect one man to come be the savior for everybody.
And that's the point that I did, exactly. I get that part too.
This year, Deion generated, they say, close to, as far as tourist dollars, people coming into town, staying in the hotels, restaurants, buying the gear and everything. He generated close to $50 million for the city of Jackson. So, everybody in Jackson need to tell that man, thank you. Not no funny shit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've been to Jackson. I went to Jackson about 3 years ago. They had for a family reunion.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing, I don't know if any of y'all ever been to Jackson, Mississippi, but when you cross into Jackson, into that, because the way the city is set up, and this is not an accident, the way the city is set up, it's almost like segregated. To like, because the suburbs are
Definitely
white.
on purpose.
The suburbs are white. But to get into the suburbs from Jackson, you got to cross over little bridges. Not necessarily even water, but like little overpasses.
Mm-hmm.
And that's in theory that the police in the little suburb cities could post right there, so when guys that look like us come crossing over, they pull us over.
Right.
But inside the city of Jackson is literally 85% black.
Yeah.
And I got to ask you, I was there 4 days. I don't even know where them 15% supposed to be white people at. Because, I mean, when I came into the city, when you go into, I never experienced that. You go to the gas station, it ain't owned by no Arabs. It's owned by black people. You go into the fast food place, and they got a picture of the owner, and it's a black man, and everybody behind the counter is black. Everybody in the drive-thru. You see the fire truck going down the street, it's all black. All the police, you go into the Walgreens, you don't see any Mexicans, you don't see any Asians, you don't see any white people. Everything is black. The people working on the roads, paving the roads, like working, you see somebody working on a house, everybody is black in the whole entire city. Like, I've been to Atlanta, I've been to all these places supposed to be these chocolate cities. Nothing in America is more black, except for maybe Detroit, than Jackson is. So, you know, it's a serious place, and it do need saving, because it is raggedy. It's hood all over the city. But man, it's the blackest city that I've ever seen in all my travels across America. And for Dion to go there, despite how raggedy it is, you see right now they got clean water. To go there, he boosted that economy. Now it's on Jackson to keep it going. It ain't on Dion to sacrifice and stay there, whoop-de-whoop. Dion came, put the spotlight on them. Now it's for everybody who ever went to Jackson State, the people in Jackson, the people who are gonna go to Jackson State. It's on them now.
I agree with you, but I understand.
But if you got kid folks out there, I always recommend go take a visit to there, to be on the ground like that. Because you know, out here, Oakland used to be a black city, but if you go see people working on houses, construction, they be Latinos. People working on there, the police riding by, they be white. Just imagine all that black. Everywhere you go, the fast food, the radio stations, everything is owned by black people.
Yeah, that's good.
Not owned by white people who play black music.
Right.
Everything is owned by black people. Out here, only funeral homes and barbershops are owned, and a couple soul food restaurants are owned by black people.
You're
Everything
right.
else that caters to black people is usually owned by somebody else, and sometimes they employ some of us up front.
You're absolutely
Places
right.
like Jackson, you know, experience that. Because we don't experience that in California.
You got me ready to get my ticket right now.
But I agree with you. Like you said, it's on them to they got the baton passed to them. It's on them to not drop it. So you're absolutely right. And hopefully they succeed. You know, I hope the football program and everything down there, I don't know if they'll be able to maintain that eye level of star power, but at least
I'm gonna do my part. Like, I'm gonna buy some gear or something. Like this year, even with Dion gone, I'm gonna go get a Jackson State hoodie or something from Jackson State, not from some cat standing on Hagenberger. You know, order it from them. Get you a Jackson State hat, but you know, or go get you a Mississippi Valley hat, or get you a Grambling hat, or get you a Southern hat. Like, let's support. If they say that commercial come on and say give to the United Negro College Fund, I'll throw them a couple dollars, man. You know, $5 or something.
I hear you. We'll see how it is.
United Negro College Fund is a good thing, I think. I don't know if nobody's ever actually got it, but
Yeah, I don't either. So.
But it was in Jet magazine, so you know, I'm one of them. Hey, I'm one of them kids. But it was in Jet magazine. It was the gospel.
We 70s babies, so you know.
Hey man, all I did was Beauty of the Week.
Right.
You got to do that. Because the mind is a terrible thing to waste.
See, I'm for all that. See, the new I'm for all that Jet Magazine, Soul Train, hair
What's the
commercials.
Leontine Price?
Oh,
Wishing
yeah,
for a
Escrow had
dream
a
that's
hell of
close tomorrow.
campaign in that thing.
See, I'm
Farms
not.
over barrel in this Pepsi commercial.
See, I'm not familiar with being around dudes that if I say, "Oh no,
Ooh,
my
broke
brother,
my
you've
window."
got to get your own," and they don't get the joke.
I still say that. I am Chicago.
What else happened? Is Brittany Griner got released.
I'm gonna go on and ask the question, man. Are we? No, I ain't gonna ask. Are we sure Brittany is really a Brittany?
What you mean?
Kind of dudeish, man. You know what I'm saying? She kind of, like, I'm not 100% sure, man, that Brittany is really. Not that, I mean, free her regardless, because I ain't got no problem with them people, but I just.
No,
you know what I mean.
I'm not touching that.
Y'all know what I mean. In fact, I'm getting off of that.
Some of your best friends are Brittany Grinders. I got you.
But I mean, once again, this is a distraction for one. I made a post. I said, "Here we go, y'all finna be distracted again." I see. I'm glad she's home. I'm gonna say that first and foremost. I look at the prisoner swap. She got swapped for the ultimate gun violence terrorist plug.
Yeah, it wasn't an equal trade.
That shit. I'm sorry. I'm glad. I'm gonna say this. Like I said, don't nobody take what I say the wrong way, please. I'm very glad she's home.
That wasn't an equal trade.
But I need. I'm sorry. You just traded.
A weed head for a murderer.
That shit do not weigh the same.
I mean,
What I will say, I understand the excellence and value of the melanated woman.
right.
So I'm gonna first and foremost say,
Alleged.
I get that. Stop that. I get that. But I'm just saying, like for like, weed pills,
Right.
weed cartridges.
Yeah.
This motherfucker had arsenals and was doing a lot of shit. Killing us in Africa, plotting on shit over here.
Yeah.
I'm this motherfucker.
Yeah, it's not equal
and
trade.
the people who ain't who they say he has made a movie about him and had Nicolas Cage in the movie. That was a worshiping to his ass. How you worship that motherfucker like
the worst
that?
thing gonna happen is Brittany
I'm
gonna keep
sorry.
smoking weed. Dude gonna have guerrilla warfare in the Congo. See? That's not, you know.
And like I said, I'm very happy she's home. I'm just thinking about this shit on the playing field of. So now, just like I saw a meme that said Mexico waiting for somebody to come down there and fuck up so they can be like, okay, free El Chapo and we can get your people back.
Right.
I would understand that
Somebody
mentality.
get into a fight in Tijuana. All right, we're gonna trade them for El Chapo.
They gonna trade like we gonna take hell of your people. And we'll give us El Chapo back, and we'll give you 10, 15 of your people. Like I said, all I'm
So what do
saying
y'all
is,
think would have been the outcome if it would have been like LeBron James or
Now free LeBron fast. Y'all been going to get LeBron.
First off, I'm
what's
gonna
the ball
say,
brother that got caught up out there?
Oh yeah, we had we was still in China.
that's what I'm saying.
So what if it was somebody? Do y'all think they would have been locked up this long, or do you think?
No, I think
Rush was on some
you have
other
to
shit
remember.
with her.
This Russia knew what they was doing from the beginning. This was they was like, ooh, we can do it, boss. We got it. I know what to do. We're gonna do this, bossy walk. We're gonna hold her, and then we're gonna see if we can get our comrade back.
Is that supposed to be Russian?
We'll go. Whatever. I don't know. I grew up watching fucking Bullwinkle.
Yeah.
Rocky and Bullwinkle. What you going, boys? Yeah, come here, son. Yeah. I'm just saying. But
I mean, but shout out to Brittany though.
yeah, shout out. I'm glad she home. She cut her dreads off too, because she was preparing for Russian winter. They say.
Then you would want your No, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if they got Head and Shoulders over there or what they use. But anyway, like I said, I'm very happy she's home, but I just don't understand that swap.
So what about that Victor dude that's still locked up? They was trying to do the two.
The other guy, he was there. He been in there, 4 years?
Damn.
But I think
Leave Russia alone.
Y'all better stop. Now, what I will say, the fact that she had to go over there and play overseas because the WNBA here pays you pennies, and this economy of America,
But it's fan based though.
I get that. I get that, but I'm just.
You see what track chicks wear?
I know.
If they should start wearing what track chicks wear, maybe.
Or stop being sexist, but the lingerie football chicks ain't going nowhere else to play football.
Fuck that come in.
I know, because I just acted like Pharaoh for half a second. But I'm just saying, it just goes to show that, this country treats women like shit, and they got to go play somewhere else.
Circumstances.
I get it, but but still.
They got too many lesbos.
Stop
They
that.
got too many women who are not necessarily feminine up front.
No,
Okay.
it's like this, man. Everything.
It's still sports is sports.
Everything is happy birthday. Everything.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
James
Thank you.
Rockefeller, Scorpio Sagittarius. Here's the thing. The WNBA, all of these women that talk about that Britney shouldn't have to go nowhere else to play ball, start going to those games.
And that's exactly.
It's
What
about
we
the
talking about.
economy. How many WNBA games have you watched and it was just totally sold out?
It's just the PA announcer, the teams, and the janitor.
And maybe a few families. Yeah, you know what I mean? How many people have you actually sold?
They should put more chicks that look like Skylar Dickens out front.
You see what they did with the NBA, like when in COVID? They had fake mother, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
They
yeah.
had, like holograms or something sitting up in the
I
stand.
understand.
You watch a
but-
WNBA game, they just had the seats covered in black. It looked like a curtain, like they was playing in a gym with no seats. You know what I mean?
You just hear remember that Nike commercial when they was doing the ball, making music?
Yeah, you know what I
can
mean?
hear everything. You can hear the motherfucking popcorn
Yeah.
kernels
That's the thing.
cooking
So, in order for
in the
players
cooker.
to get paid more,
I get it.
they have to, you know what I'm saying? People
But we
start
need to-
supporting. Just support.
And that's where I was going to go to. Because everybody that's outraged with the, man, they should pay them. Motherfuckers support. Which we went into right in where I was going. I was doing the soft lead in until I came with my motherfucker, y'all the reason why she had to go over there in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
But,
What I'm saying, so to be clear, so I said Victor dude because I'm over here getting tipsy. But you got the Paul Whalen dude, that's his name, right? So do you think that would have been more of a fair trade? He was a Marine.
2 for 1?
I think they put a sham, charge on him for conspiracy to...
I don't know.
Espionage or something like that.
Espionage. Yeah, I don't know
Whatever.
his whole jacket.
But I'm
I know
like,
he's been there longer.
that's who I would have traded for. I would have traded the terrorist for the Marine, especially if he was a spy putting in work for us. I would have went and got him. The fact that a basketball player got caught up in some shit wouldn't have moved me to cut loose no terrorist.
And
I'm saying,
that's,
would you just leave her in there, or...
I mean, I would have tried to work something out, but I wouldn't trade a terrorist. I wouldn't trade a person that I know gonna go to Africa and put in work today.
I think they
for
was
her.
saying
I wouldn't have
he
did
was
that.
supposed to get out in 6 years anyway. So, I
We
mean,
could
that's a
carry them
long
whole 6
time.
years.
Don't...
The whole every day of
But
it.
then you would have had to leave her, though.
But in 6 years, will she be coming home too?
No, they was
she had
talking about
9.
they was trying to
she had
get her.
9.
She had 9?
She had 9,
Yeah,
so
but
about
That's all
6
about
years.
giving her more than that.
No, she
She
had
had
9.
9, yeah.
Yeah, they gave her 9. So, I mean,
Get this dog.
I mean, she.
what it do?
unfortunately-
Hey, right. Igor, exactly. Shout out to Igor Beats,
Hey,
Bay Life Radio.
Igor,
2.
you know how them people
What
get
it
down.
do?
You know how the people get down with
Yeah,
monopoly
hey, like you
cases,
said,
man.
trading people like property. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think for the 1 for 1, when you and all instances of fairness, I think you weigh the crimes and whatnot of each, and you look at it, and it's like, how the hell no?
Well, neither one of the people they was trying to swap did nothing compared to what they do.
Right. And I think, like
Yeah,
I
they
said,
won in
Not
this
even
trade.
I believe
They won in this trade. My thing was, like you said, what if it was like LeBron? If it was LeBron and I was president, Putin
Can you
would know.
imagine?
Putin would know that I would turn Moscow into a vacant lot if you don't cut. LeBron loose.
It's like remember we
Like
was
literally,
kids?
like if you in Moscow and your family in Moscow, I'm gonna turn that bitch into a parking lot if you don't cut LeBron loose. Because LeBron in the top 5 of greatest black men in America.
It's just
Cut
like
that nigga loose.
y'all kept baseball cards and shit when y'all was a kid, right?
When I was a tiny dude.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We used to trade. I mean, like you said, right? You go like we trade motherfuckers. Like okay, you
And then we put them on
your
bicycle
Ken Griffey.
spokes.
Some people, people done fucked up a valuable card. I rarely did that, but there's times I have. But yeah, that shit. I'm just saying, it don't make sense to me.
I'm nigga Ken Griffey.
Then you had speaking of Ken Griffey, he just I'm trying to remember what it was. Something about because we was on the HBCU thing for baseball. Damn, I'm trying to remember what it was. He did something big that's finna focus on HBCU baseball.
Really?
It's coming up. So shout out to Griff, one of my favorite baseball players of all time. Did it the right way.
Mm-hmm. One of the greatest home run hitters ever.
Man, if he wouldn't have got hurt,
Man, he
the record was
way
his.
past 700.
The record was his.
He still put up 600 and he was injured for hella years.
Mm-hmm. Base.
Too bad he wasted a lot of his career up in Seattle, man. Could you imagine if he'd been playing for the Yankees or the Dodgers? He'd be considered the
He'd
GOAT.
have rings. Yeah, he'd have hella rings.
Especially
Hey, right.
the Yankees.
Right, Igor said the orange Jill's only in jail because he wasn't working with us.
I
We know that.
got mixed emotions on that. Like some people be like, "Oh, the U.S. is corrupt, of course, right?"
Mm-hmm.
And oh, this and that, right? But I also got to be like, but I'm here in the U.S. and I got little cousins and stuff like that that's in the military, in places like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So on one hand, it's fuck the U.S., but on the other hand, I don't want them getting bombed and killed.
Yeah.
So if the U.S. is against somebody, I'm against that person too because I'm here in the U.S. If I was in Canada, I'd be like, yeah, fuck the U.S. But
Well, see, the thing about that, which I'm not gonna play devil's advocate, I'm playing Sagittarius advocate. Remember, we're taught and brainwashed with the media and the news outlet that we get from here that makes us think we're this mighty nation and everybody bows down to us. But look at the news feeds and look at the news in the perspective from somewhere else, and you'll get a whole different picture of reality. We have this jaded sense of entitlement by being Americans. And I'm not talking shit about America, so don't nobody sit there, so this motherfucker being unpatriotic. No, I'm just being fucking honest and real. We're fed a bunch of power pellets, like Pac-Man. You know what I'm saying? To where that it shapes and forms our opinion of ourselves and this corporation, because it's not a country. You'll get that at 3 a.m. And it's a fact, it's not. But we're taught to be so proud, patriotic, and we're going out to help settle the world. You know, we're going to go do all these great things because they're over there fucking up, and we need to come through and clean it up and help them. Nah, y'all going over there fucking shit up, just like y'all was getting fucked up and came over here and fucked shit up.
Well, that's the thing. What these communist countries and these, a lot of these communist countries, first thing they do is teach them they had slaves for 400 years. And instantly they just automatically look at them. Look, what kind of example is we supposed to be? Exactly, but I'm just saying, whatever, they probably tell them 2,000 years, whatever the real is, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, just on that fact, and then look at all the racist stuff we gotta go through here and whatnot. Man, this country is something else.
But that's on the global level.
Right.
Like on the practical level, at one point my daughter was in Iraq.
Mm-hmm.
And motherfucking suicide bombers
Yeah, I
and
get
shit
it.
like that
I
was
get
trying
it.
to hit the front gate of the base
I get it.
every day. So on a global level, yeah, America be involved in all kinds of fucked up shit. On the practical level, my daughter was in Iraq and there was Iraqs that was trying to kill her.
I get it.
Fuck Iraq. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I know that
Yeah.
some of the Iraqs might have a justified cause, Libya, all them, and America did this, America did that. But my daughter and my nephews are over there right now, And one point my daughter was there. My daughter and my nephews are over there in the Middle East. It's fuck the Middle East. Y'all blow them motherfuckers up as good as y'all can so y'all can make it back home safely. Make it back home safely. On a global level, yes, America probably is on some villain shit. But on a practical level, I need my fam to make it back home. And if they gotta kill every motherfucker in Iraq to do that, then please. Kill everybody you can, but make it back home to us.
I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, what are they doing over there in the first place? Excuse me.
Because they joined the military.
No, I mean, why the country got them over there? Because ain't nobody who doing some shit gonna tell you everything. What's the real reason?
What's the practical?
I'm saying, they're not gonna tell you the whole shit.
From Jackson, Mississippi, who ain't got no hope or nothing, so he goes and joins the army so that he can advance himself. I don't want no motherfucking Afghanistan or Syria or wherever to kill him.
I get that. I'm not disagreeing with that statement. I'm talking about the business of this corporation going over there trying to tell somebody what to do on their shit in the first place.
But if you're a soldier and you're putting in that work, you don't got time to think about the global aspects. You got to think of the practical aspects.
Igor said, why can't we mind our business and fix our own problem? That's the thing. As long as I keep you distracted, you'll never know what I'm really doing. Hey, oh, damn it. Over there in this country that's hella far away, they oppressing people, and we got to go make it right. Hey, all you guys, you want to have a prosperous future? Join under the GI Bill. I'll pay for college and go over there and fight. And you go over there and fight, and you come back and you can't even get fucking housing. And you can't get medical, and you get treated like fucking you ain't shit. And I mean, I'm just saying, once again, I understand. I'm here. I want to live somewhere else. So I get what you're saying. But at the same time, don't give me chicken shit and tell me it's chicken salad. Because they be on some bullshit.
I mean, there's very few other places I would like to live on the planet than here. It's a couple, but I'm saying as far as country-wise.
If the weather was better, I'd live in Canada. You know, they don't got no, they don't be involved in
right, Igor. No veteran who served in this military should ever be homeless.
Yeah.
That is a fucking spitting in the wind.
That is true.
The things you talking about, which, like I said, I understand. This person then went into a foreign soil where they don't know nobody and nothing, and fighting to protect values and assets here, or interests that the people in control here have that's over there. Because remember, they got the meme or the video that was on the fuck around and find out thing with the. I'm just saying. I know I ain't the only one. I don't know everything, but I know half of something.
I think it's both. I think
I'm just saying.
Interest there and interest here.
Yeah. They never gonna tell you the real deal. It's just, it's something going on, or somebody that was working for them. Because even if you look at history, even all these documentaries, all these, people who brought the stories out, they've always put people implants in to infiltrate different areas.
That's why they tripping off all these top secret documents that Trump got.
Hey, and speaking of, so I was ready to go there too. Speaking of that motherfucker, what fuck? One of the branches or something just requested his ass, fuck, I meant to write it down. Something about his documents and shit that he should be going to jail and impeached, or not impeached because that's over with, but because of them documents, they just, I meant to write it down, so my bad, y'all. Charge it to the brain right now. Because, I don't like talking about the orange bastard. But,
oh, you talking about the missing documents?
It's because he had them. They just applied for something for his ass. So he in some deep shit.
Oh, they put the referral in.
Yeah,
They put a criminal referral,
I think that was it. Yeah, he's in some deep shit.
or they're going to put a criminal referral.
No, they requested it. Okay.
Yeah, because
he's
he
in some
had
deep
his,
shit.
his,
So it's-
he had his own lawyer, so they asked him if he had any more documents. So then what he did was had his own team of attorneys go look
Welcome.
for some stuff. And you know what I'm saying?
Welcome.
Oh yeah, we found some more stuff.
Yeah.
How you gonna have your own squad go look for the documents that you hired?
Right. Want to take a moment to welcome our guest. She is phenomenal. She's a designer, fashion designer, she's an actress, she's a model. She does a lot.
Martial artist.
Martial artist. She's gun control means two hands. She's an avid shooter. She's been on the show before. I'd like to welcome Janelle LS, aka Swagg, Miss Babs of Swagg Creator,
Creator.
in the building.
How you guys?
What's happening?
What's up? Birthday edition.
Yeah, it's birthday edition.
Welcome.
Thank you. Yeah. Spiffy. I got a full weekend planned. You can partake for your own.
I bought apple juice to mix with mine.
There you go.
I seen it. It was Remy.
Yeah.
You got that sparkling, huh?
Yeah. There you go.
Wait, that ain't this? What's in
No, this is the Remy Club.
there?
We're gonna do the birthday shot. Okay. I'll let you.
Apple juice.
Birthday
Apple
shot.
cider.
Let's do the birthday shot.
Is that apple
Yeah, let's
cider?
give it up.
It is.
Can't be in front of the camera. What are you
I was
doing?
gonna, where's the
This is
camera?
called
It's
Cognac
good. You good?
Confessionals.
No, she is good.
It's called Cognac Confessionals. What? You changed.
Something's wrong with him.
I was never a drinker.
Go ahead.
Wow, you gotta finish that off.
Yes. Do a birthday toast. Sag Life. You know. In 2 days, I will have the privilege, if Lord willing, to touch 48. My first 48.
And only like in this lifetime.
So he was at the studio drinking. On tonight's episode of the first 48.
Hey man, the way niggas be folding on there is just amazing to me.
I stopped watching that show.
And the way niggas, whatever happened to, hey man, I don't know what y'all talking about, man. Give me a lawyer. Niggas be like, I was there, but I didn't do it. You just placed yourself at the scene and wouldn't. Anyway,
We'll do a toast to
happy
everyone.
birthday.
Happy birthday to me. Thank you. I want to say, may you all continue to strive and pursue and conquer all your goals. And may the haters continue to watch and stay away.
Nuts, haters.
No, seriously. I thank you all. I appreciate you all. We're going to do this. Sag Life.
Cheers.
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 Hey, y'all hope y'all cheers too, man. You know? Yeah. Cheers, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm appreciative for every day, every eye blink, every breath. Life's precious. And y'all want to know, this that Remy Club 35th anniversary edition. It's out the country, Remy. Yeah, you know me. I do executive bottles.
Yeah.
You know, I keep
Billy D. Williams smooth or smooth?
you know me. I keep big
Code
bottles.
45. You don't get the joke. You're young.
I don't know. Wait. What's the difference? I was gonna say Billy D. Like that's smooth.
What's up, Marcus?
The smooth. You like smoother.
Jenny, what's up? Yeah, so
It's freezing outside.
it's gonna be a wet weekend. I got a full weekend
I
planned
it's
too.
supposed to rain tomorrow.
All weekend. Yeah, it's supposed to rain all weekend. I
Damn.
have a full weekend planned
It's for
too. I'm
sure
doing some
raining
shit.
Saturday.
It's gonna rain all day Saturday and Sunday. I'm going to see Chappelle and Chris Rock.
Where?
They're here Sunday on my birthday.
Oh my God! I need those
Well,
tickets.
I'm there.
Movie.
Nah, at the Chase. Tomorrow they in San Jose. Sunday they at the Chase, and Monday they in San. Yeah, I got my
You
ticket.
told me
Yeah, the ticket wasn't cheap either.
No, not at all.
when we was at the mixer.
Yeah, I got my shit the first day.
Really? Oh my
Yeah, I'm there.
goodness. I'll be pissed.
You know, I'm chilling.
That's what's on my mind.
I'm gonna celebrate myself. But so
Let me see what's up with these tickets.
they sold out. You scalper. Them tickets sold out the first day. Gone. Quick, boom, boom. You talking about Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle? At both of them, I seen it because I get membership has its privileges. So I had the super duper early alert.
Who got tickets for me?
Boop, boop.
Tap in.
Yeah, somebody tap in if y'all got tickets trading. I know a few people going. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm there. I'm like, man, like on my
I
birthday
didn't see that.
too.
I was looking for events. It must have sold out, like you said, the first day.
I had pre-sale.
Pre-sale. So when did you get them though?
Pre-sale.
So you bought them before they even
Months
went
ago?
on.
Yeah, membership has its privileges.
But not all label.
Yeah. Everybody ain't able.
So our new guest, I
one of
see
them.
that she has an ankh on her finger.
That's
Eternal life.
eternal life.
Life.
So you've been
Life.
busy. You was here the past weekend helping out with
With casting.
with the casting.
I've been doing, pretty much with like casting, directing, helping cast.
Yeah,
Pretty
you,
much.
you put in some
Yeah.
sincere effort. We appreciate you.
Definitely appreciate what you're doing. I mean, you got saying like last week after we did the podcast last week, we went to the fashion show.
Yes,
the
we
industry
did.
mixer. Me and Farrell was
We
down
fell
there.
through.
You know, I'm trying to get out there and see my people.
Did our best not to heckle
Support.
Jerry Law.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
my
shit.
man. That's my guy.
That was a great show.
Jerry was, that was a good fashion show. I
It's
liked
getting
it. It
better
was
and better
cool.
each time.
So
One thing though we got to do though is that, hey, you models, they gonna some if they watching they gonna take this the wrong way. So
Don't
I
take
probably
it the
shouldn't
wrong way.
say it, but
Oh,
I'm gonna say it. But hey, y'all making some of these models are making the same mistakes that a lot of independent rappers make. Is that when they promote and they got an event going on, they promote the other rappers.
Mm-hmm.
They tell the other rappers all about it. Because I guess I don't know if they want acceptance from their peers. Or they want the peers to be like, ooh, yeah, you doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But like rappers, man, because we'll go to one of these local rap shows and it'd be 8-9 groups on the thing. And the only people in the audience is just the people that came with each group. And when that person gets through rapping, the people leave. And it's like, it's not possible to have an event and there's 20, 30 people as artists or whatever, and you have no crowd. Like, y'all gotta branch out your comfort zone. Don't just let other models, don't just network amongst each other, but each one of y'all gotta kind of network with the public.
Right.
Tell the people on your job that
Well,
you're modeling.
they
When you go down the
should
street,
start-
tell them people, that sucker that's in your DMs, tell him, hey,
Buy
dog,
some
get on my
tickets.
DMs. Yeah, buy a
Buy some
ticket.
tickets. Support
And
me.
repost and share it. Because if there's
Everybody-
Everybody Dre
costs
two
nothing.
times. Shout out my cousin Dre two times.
Oh, what's up? She been on the
Stay
show. Tell her what's
swinging,
happening.
yeah.
Because if you got 30
So
models
she's
in
coming
an
back on here
event,
too. She been
there should
on.
be more than 30 people there.
It was a lot of people. They just didn't sit. That's the thing we talked. We discussed it.
And I was in the crowd.
But yeah, you were in the upper crowd when people like yourself should have been sitting along the
We should have been on the.
runway.
Somebody else asked me like, "Why you didn't sit
You
on
know
that
there's
thing?" And I was
more
like,
people there. I
"I
ain't
wanted to
trying to
sit in the
speak
back."
down on. I ain't trying to speak down on nobody. I'm just trying to give a word of advice to somebody who was in the rap business for a long time. I understand the concept sometimes that artists only promote to other artists and they won't support you the way that you need to.
Well,
You gotta find a way to get to the
so
public.
Slim.
That's all I'm really
Well, they
saying.
can reach out here. We gonna. I'm
Not to
start
down
sharing
talk to
all
artists,
posts,
'cause the models, 'cause a lot of them were
everything.
really pretty. A lot of them really do some things, but then I'm looking.
I'm
Someone
trying to
had
network with everybody.
cool
I want
followings and this and that.
Everybody win.
Your people got to come. And then also know there's also a tendency sometimes when we're doing these type of shows that, let's say I'm a model in your show. I'm not going to really promote it because I don't want to sell tickets and you get the money. I'm going to save my energy for my show. So I'll come be, that's how people get down. I'll come be in your show and I'll get to shine off your show,
Maybe
but I'm not
the
going to help you
other
sell no
day
tickets.
that a Spanish guy was talking about on TikTok, and I think I reposted it. I believe you've seen it. About how other people stick together. That's something, taking it bigger is really something so small to just
It's
support
easy.
my brother and sister, my community.
Like I be doing
my
comedy
people.
shows, and comedians that be
Like-
on the show won't even repost the flyer
I never even seen you do comedy, so I seen one recently.
And then you get at somebody and you be like, hey, dog, why you ain't, I'm going to post that. But in reality, I already know what time it is because I'm a vet in the game. I know that he doesn't have any intention of promoting the show because he doesn't want to see me make money off of his people. And a lot of people in their mind be like, I'll come be on your show. I'll come get shine on being on your show. In fact, I'll come promote myself to your people, but I'm not going to bring my people. You're not going to make no money off me. Fuck that, because I'm watching your pockets.
Yeah, we all got to get out of that mentality, because that's a
and that's a little bit of the crab in a barrel, but also competition. So
competition is healthy and good, but at the same time,
I want anything I'm on to blow.
Constantly against each other.
Right. I don't mean that aspect
I won't
of
come
against
and bring
each other.
my crew because I don't want you to be. I don't want your show to outshine me or be too successful. You know
I like elevation competition to where it's like. He gonna bring it. So if I was a comedian, he a comedian, and I'm like, I gotta bring my shit because Pharaoh killing.
Yeah.
I like that type of healthy competition.
I was gonna say, people don't look at it as your network and it's the circle. So if your team, your circle is winning, everybody winning in a sense. You know what I mean?
The cowboy gets a ring.
So I'm not trying to dish. I'm trying to dish your. I'm not trying to dish the models that were there, but it was like 30 models, and I'm like, just a tip to them is like, if you promote harder, if you grow the economy and more people show, then yes, people will also come to your shows too. So everybody's gonna eat.
We network.
You know, but a lot of people don't want to take a chance. I don't want to go sell 10 tickets because that's $200. That's $200 you're gonna make. Like, come on, y'all gotta
collaboration over competition.
All I need as a designer, I make all my clothes most of the shows. So I mean, I spend my money in material, accessory details, time, creativity.
And I say all that because I see the work that you putting in, and I see how hard the grind is, and I see what you up to, and I'm thinking that the models ain't putting in the grind. You putting in the grind for them, they ain't putting in the grind for you or the other designers. They just showing up and then get drunk and act belligerent. But that's a whole other
topic. We're not even about to get into that right now. Or we can. I mean,
be professional.
We can talk on that.
If you're 30 years old, you know you can't handle your liquor.
In the industry, sometimes you need a little icebreaker to warm you up or get you started. Sometimes that requires a little alcohol or a little. I like to smoke.
Yeah, I'm a smoker.
I might smoke a little.
Like T Grizzly say.
Know your limit.
Like T Grizzly say, you ain't no shooter if you can't do that shit without no Molly.
Yeah, I don't fuck with Molly. I don't, man. Weed is different. Yeah, weed.
Who on here has done Molly?
Never.
Oh, girl,
I live in America, shit.
I've never done Molly, never done weed, never done coke, never done nothing.
You didn't know they put it in alcohol?
Nah,
I was like, hey, we finna get that. Shit. Hey, put it you like this. I'm old school. I'm old school. I'm from that era where we would go to them Tyson fights and then go to the Mayweather fights. I'm from that era where we'd go get a suite that cost more than some of y'all monthly salary, and you know we up in there, and here's Tyson, and here's that one, and here's this one, and sometimes, I mean, come on now. Y'all acting like Vegas and Miami and Puerto Rico and all that don't exist. Sometimes you go to them locations. Because, see, when I'm here in the town...
When you in Rome, do as the Romans do?
And when I'm here in the town, I've always been low-key. Because, you know, I'm just low-key. But out and about, man, when we in Vegas or we in Atlanta or we in Miami or something like that, man, we trying to burn the whole city down.
So be on the lookout for Pharaoh when he's out of town.
I'm old now. I'm just sitting back laughing now. I'm just sitting back laughing in the corner now. But I'm talking about, man, when you go, you speak, it's a Tyson fight night. And you get there, and there goes some players from Chicago, and here goes some big-time players from Harlem, and here goes somebody that's supposed to be legendary. They're like, what's up with you, partner? And here go Big Meech over here before the whole world knew that this was Big Meech. But you just, before the rap shit, but everybody be like, dude right there got the plug and he can get it to you anywhere in the country, and you kicking it with them type of niggas that'll be like, man, hold on, only we gonna drink. No suckers can drink. So we're going to buy out the bar, and nobody can drink except niggas we give drinks to. We're going to be the bartenders. When you really kicking it and somebody say, "Huh, dog," you can get caught up in the moment.
Okay.
I'm not talking about I was at New Caribbean City and somebody like, hey, and we go outside and get in a Hyundai. We go outside and get in a Hyundai and drive down the wrong way on the street. I'm talking about some shit that would be the greatest night of the life of
hangover type shit, hangover movie type shit.
Hey, it'd be the greatest night of the life for some of you niggas, but it's Tuesday for me.
Yeah, okay. I hear you. I've been there, but I still have never will. Hey,
come on, you gotta go and live one time, man.
I'm cool. Weed is it. That's it. Weed, cigars, and the finest of yak and tequila. No, I don't need that extra shit. Give me the nectar of God. Give me some beard oak, some shit to moisten my beard. That's
shrooms are actually in right now.
I've never
it's
done
natural.
I'm so scared.
It's like marijuana.
That shit. I don't want to see nothing that ain't there. That's just not. That don't sound fun.
I gotta be out of town.
That's the thing. It's each is his own, and everybody's body chemistry. Like I feel like people that be like they hallucinating, they taking too much at once. That's that's what they want to do. They wanted to see something, so they like over and over.
Motherfucker want to wake up and be Picasso or what's it? Musician motherfucker. Be Shakespeare
but
or
some strands are good. They're good for different things. For like people meditate or like I heard one to like you say see stuff. So it's like spiritual. So they like really trying to reach. Their ancestors.
So it's supposed to be spiritual.
I believe that it's possible to reach.
Because I'm only trying to get down like that if you done flew somebody in from Magic City.
Oh my God!
That's spiritual about what I'm trying to do.
Oh, you said honey pack in the shroom, you good?
I mean, I'm old now, but I'm just saying in my prime.
Honey's supposed to be like some, what's the blue pill elixir?
Yeah, Viagra, honey packs or whatever.
And they sell it at the gas station, though?
Yeah, everything is a gas. You get the bust down version of everything at a gas station. But hey, y'all want I'm gonna give y'all the game. You want nature's Viagra? Eat the rind of a watermelon. There you go.
I'm good.
My
thing is this: if you can't motivate me in natural levels, then this is something.
I mean, we're getting older. We're getting up in age, so you might have a bad day.
If you can't inspire me, fuck it.
Because you don't want to give a female a bad session, and now your name is mud.
I don't give a fuck.
That's why women come first.
I don't give a fuck.
Women come first.
They will.
Nice guys finish last. I've always told y'all that. I teach y'all all the time. I hope y'all be paying attention.
My thing.
Nice guys finish last.
You get the prize in the end.
My thing is,
we finish last. We make sure she finished first a few times before we finish. I'm giving you the.
You gotta look at it like this, man. I'm such an epic motherfucker that shit don't even really matter, man. Because when they show up and worship the ground I walk on, so that other shit is irrelevant.
Okay.
In fact, I'll tell them quick, man. You want to have all that epic sex, you better go get you a boyfriend.
Okay.
And he's trying to build an empire. Now I'm the nigga for you. I ain't no performance circus monkey.
Well, that's from the younger days. Remember, you got to think about it. Biologically, we reach our sexual peaks at two completely different ages.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because women reach theirs at what?
Later.
Like 38 or something
38,
like that?
40s, and 50s.
Mm-hmm.
Us is 20s, 17 through
That's what I was going to say.
to 30 maybe. We like, 40s, we now, the experience, you learn your shit.
Right.
If you know how to play a violin, percussionist, please get this ism because I'm gonna give you a gem. If you know how to play the violin, you can make music in any genre.
I'm on my life.
All I know is I wish I had it like I had it when I was 17.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you blowing Beck's house 3, 4, 5 in one day. I lived that life. I've done
Like,
that.
what is this in my
Five at one time.
I'm woke.
Yeah. What? Yeah, we've done that. So I told you, in the book is gonna be some shit.
Yeah, I am.
Read the book, don't wait for
But
the
now for
movie.
me, like, I be on that mental shit, though. I don't even...
That's what I'm trying to say. You gotta stimulate me. You gotta stimulate me.
Exactly. And I'm just like, man, if you ain't floating
Sexual, what it is.
In fact, if you ain't hella into me where you can stimulate my mind, then I guess we just gonna all have a bad time.
I mean, you look at marketing with everything, sex sells. So for us men, we're visual creatures. Women are touch
Elevated.
and more emotion based. We're physical. We can walk down the street and see a plethora of.
Because we can turn that shit off in a minute.
Huh?
Most of us can.
Yeah, I'm just speaking in general.
I'm like this, man. You wanna say?
Because
Tell me,
men,
tell
we
me
see
how you gotta say.
we see bad women all
Oh, that's
day.
a turn on. I
What?
heard it's
Yeah, we can
good.
go against a
Fight
whole
score.
apartment building or something. I'll be
I'm
like,
attracted
yeah.
to a lot of shit, mental
Yeah.
shit. Like love language. Okay, so what's your love language?
I don't know. That's kind of personal.
Okay, never mind. You don't gotta
I'm
share
a
it.
Gemini, so I'm good. It probably just depends. Like,
So
I
you got love
definitely.
language, but you also beat him up.
Mm-hmm. Choke me, spank me, pull my hair.
I
Nigga,
do
don't
have a
touch me.
mean streak, but like
got a
I was
Chris
gonna say,
Hand
I
in here.
definitely like as intelligent.
We got a Chris
so
Hand in
men
here.
I got
That,
some brains.
that I can hold a
Dude.
conversation and stimulate my mind. Like
So your boyfriend
definitely
named
on some
Blueface?
money making conversations.
So your boyfriend named Blueface?
I don't know.
So how many people have you killed? I see you got some tattooed tears. Are those tears or those
I
hearts?
can't tell. It's hearts.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just thought you was a murderer.
Fashion.
She killed some people's dreams. They probably tried to step
Oh,
to her
yeah,
and she was
I've killed
like,
some dreams. I've
nigga,
killed
no.
some dreams. But I like gifts.
So you
I
got a
like
spoiler,
attention.
fellas.
And I like intelligence.
She likes to go to Dubai and places like that.
Smarty.
She likes to
Smart.
travel. Take her to
Should
Antarctica.
make an
Place
intelligent
ain't no nigga
conversation
ever
about
took her.
some astronomical topics, you know. Gotta be, you could, hey, cause
And
remember,
not so judgmental. Like, you know,
You're judgmental or they're judgmental?
just anybody. Just, you know, be hella judgmental.
you let people live more.
Keep your opinion to
My
yourself,
thoughts-
fellas.
No, like, you can
Everybody
have
has an
opinions. I
opinion.
definitely have an opinion damn near about everything. But, you know.
Let people live and be who they be. Just as long as you ain't fucking off my oatmeal, I ain't gonna spit in your motherfucking top ramen.
So what's the next step for you? What's the next step for you in your
Who the
fashion
hell is-
design?
I'm like, who is that?
Who's who?
Who's trying?
Talking not. You supposed to be talking, not modeling. Who the heck?
Okay.
Okay.
It's my live. I can do what I want.
Yeah. We almost out of this.
Let me go and tap that off.
Tap it
What's
off.
in my,
This that-
in my sparkling apple cider?
this that out the country. I
Some
started to
shit
bring
about
it. I
me.
was gonna bring the James Hennessy out tonight.
Dream killer for show. Shut up.
For sure. Nothing wrong with you. Gotta crush some people's dreams sometimes because
I mean, just because people like you
People
don't mean
like
you gotta
them.
like everybody or you gotta
You
be
can't-
into everybody that like you.
So
Like,
you're saying
if
that you
you
hate
present
them
in
with
the
Can't let
past,
everybody
that
touch
don't
you.
mean everybody gotta have an opportunity.
So
Right.
you're saying,
Access to-
so you're saying that you hate them.
No, just
I get it.
everybody is worthy. of
She's
your
telling you
presence.
she hates
so.
you.
Okay. What would an
Your
average?
energy is everything, and everybody gonna deserve your energy.
Thank you. Yeah, you know we converse. Yeah, exactly.
So we could be cool, but it just not be where you know, we got energy where I want to share my energy.
All right. Energy is personal. Energy is time. Energy is the essence of who you are. When you understand who you are, and when you understand the time-space continuum, or the fucking flux capacitor, you know, when you understand that shit, because you know, like I said, us men, we sightly creatures. We see ass, tits, a gap,
Oh, weird.
and all that. You know, we instantly look
Do
at that.
that. You instantly wait.
What
You
you
trying to
doing?
join my live?
Oh, you trying to join it?
Oh, see where? Oh, okay, I see. Okay.
We need to. Yeah, I need to. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do another computer so we can do the 4-way
I
live.
tapped you in. Are you in?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
It's a little echo. Somebody had to turn their phone down.
Yeah, you right there. You got.
I left.
So
What's next for you? What's next for your designing career? Because you've done a lot lately.
So it is end of the season. I have a couple of requests to do like some New Year's Eve outfits, and then I'm gonna be making things for the next season. I'm gonna be making a couple, I guess like a limited little mini collection for like the holidays that you can get before New Year's. So tap in with me. Or I'll just post some of the work.
And I've seen you've also been doing a lot of styling, like for music videos and
that's
stuff
what
like
I
that.
was getting into. So I'm doing
matter of fact,
more
let me
into
tag your,
helping or
in the
styling and doing
comments.
wardrobe for videos. It's actually a video coming up Sunday that I'm going to be working on. And then also
Can you say the artist?
casting for, what's the thing we was doing?
Oh, the
That's
Set
Sunday
Trip and
too.
TV?
Yeah. Are we still
Yes.
doing that?
To my knowledge,
Okay.
but no one has really spoke to me.
I'm trying to tag your
About it?
page.
To be honest, I ain't going.
Damn. That wasn't.
Probably.
That one's it, right?
Oh, live.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm finna tag it
Hey,
in the
Akiva
comments.
is watching.
What else? Oh, I'll be hosting an event Monday.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll be
Kinda
there.
like, I think
Danielle's-
like kind of my first.
Danielle's birthday.
Real
She was supposed to,
hosting.
she was supposed to come. She said yesterday I talked to both of y'all. I was like, because Danielle, Monique Davis, Sagittarius, you know what I'm saying? We run the world.
Because I ain't no
So-
hater, but it'd be good to
Blah,
see
blah,
new
blah.
people on the microphone, because some of the old people that get on the microphone and stay up there for an hour is not necessarily the
So yeah, you
description.
hosting Monday,
Okay.
birthday party, nice
So
event.
I wanted to do something different as a host. So I reached out to a couple individuals. I even made a post about it just for like brands or companies that want to get their
I shared it.
their things or their brand or products out there to basically DM me and send in their products so that I could do like giveaways as
Yeah.
I'm hosting.
Yeah.
And I didn't really know yet how I'm going to do it. Maybe like ask questions or maybe trivia questions.
Yeah.
Kind of like, and you win a prize and you'll get something.
Okay.
So you guys
That's what's
show up. It should be fun. I got a lot
Monday.
of good goodies.
Monday the 12th. Secret location. You got it's
It is
invite,
a secret location.
address,
Invite only.
invite only. So
I'm invited.
y'all, yeah.
If there's
I'm
any
gonna try
other
to make it.
brands or companies that want to sponsor the event, tap in with me, swagcreator.com.
Yeah, make sure y'all follow. Hey, the sister
Or
is doing a
swagcreator
lot.
at gmail.com. Or Swagg Creator on Instagram is double G. Swagg
Yeah,
Creator.
Swagg.
one
Now, you
word.
do a lot
Gee.
of traveling and stuff like that. Do you go to stuff like the New York Fashion Week and
I
things
have.
like that?
I
Okay.
have. Over the past years, I've done New York, DC, Miami, Atlanta.
So you've done a lot to build your brand. Tell us, what's the philosophy behind your brand?
I like the philosophy. So it's street chic and Afro goth and everything in between. And I don't know, like I'm in a state I feel I'm alternative. So I'm not, I guess, I want to say comparing myself to the basic streetwear or just my style growing up. And what I've gravitated towards is what has been considered alternative. And there wasn't really a real space for people like that look like me. So I kind of have my brand like Afro goth, catering to people that are unique, bold, and into those type of things. But then I also do other stuff, as you see. So I do a lot of embellishing of bling and streetwear, where it's a lot of denim. I do a little bit of everything.
So who makes the clothes that you design?
I make those.
So you like sew them and the whole.
I couldn't sew.
Okay.
She doing
I
it.
design
couldn't
as
sew.
well,
I
too, right?
customize. Yeah.
How'd you learn how to do that?
Practice. I'm self-taught, so practicing
So it
when I
was
was
like
younger,
no
just
school,
like
you just like did it.
no, when I was younger, I started like I don't know, just cutting up stuff, seeing a
make
vision in
dolls,
something,
dresses for your
and
dolls.
remaking my own clothes, or starting with my dolls. even braiding their hair. That's how I taught myself how to braid hair. But you know, with that, I feel like honestly, braiding, like it's in us. Like for most women, like you already know how to braid.
And
you
like
gotta practice,
the essence of braids, because you know you follow the path of braiding. When it comes to when we were escaping, slavery and whatnot, they braided the path in the hair. That's why
it even goes beyond that.
Yeah,
so
even
like,
I'm just saying that's one of the avenues of braiding.
Like it's in our DNA.
Yeah, it's exactly.
Swag, style is just in us, like for real.
So
with that, it's like what was my thought?
I got a question for you.
what does 2023 hold for Swagg Creator? What do you got going in 2023?
It's a lot. I mean, I'm not really predicting the future. I want to speak on things, but I definitely want to focus more on like the web stuff. And I see like the creating more content. And I have tons and hella content that I just never post because I'm not a poster. Like I do a lot of stories. So posting to me just takes a lot more time, but I want to get more into creating more content because I have hella shit like for years. I just need to edit. So if there's a good editor out there, DM me.
I'll touch you up on that.
Of course, fashion shows. My team, we're always doing fashion shows. Kelda,
shout out to Kelda.
Danielle, Monique, we're always collabing, putting together shows, so it's definitely shows in the future. I'm doing trade shows in January.
Are you going to the Magic?
Definitely, that's in February. It's another trade show with Number One Graphic that they're doing for the licensing companies for like brands. So it's more like sportswear. And then it's the CES show, the Electronic Consumer Show. I love that show. I'm such a techie on the low.
When is that?
That is the 1st of January.
Okay.
So that is like
That'll
all the
be
up and latest, greatest of electronics.
Vegas?
And yes.
Yeah. That's yeah. I know a little bit about what you're talking about. I'm gonna have to hit that. I was thinking about it. I was thinking about going to that when the Raiders play that cranberry and butterscotch.
What's that?
Shellac.
I lost my thought. I forgot what I was going to say.
So, I mean, like I said, you've been active, busy, like you said, self-taught.
Oh yeah, I want to get into acting more.
Yeah, that's.
I hear you're in the new upcoming film, The Black Superhero.
Yeah, Black Superhero, Barrel Films production.
I got casted.
You know what I'm saying? You're doing.
Play along, dear.
Yeah.
I'm so excited, looking forward to that. I think we spoke a while ago. I wanted to do. I like horror, so when you said something about sci-fi, then it was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely down. I want to be part of that.
This is gonna be sci-fi horror.
Oh yeah, so right up my alley.
So what's your role? What part do you play?
She's actually playing a goon. This will
I'm
be her
always a
second.
goon. Oh
this
my
is second-
god.
Well,
The first one I got killed. My sister's keeper.
Oh damn!
I had like 5 seconds and I got murdered and everybody just walked over me.
The only movie
Yeah, you got stopped.
For real. If y'all go watch the movie.
Go watch
My Sister's Keeper.
It's
And tell me how many seconds you see me in the movie. I mean, just you know.
I saw the boots on your head.
It's got me out.
But in a story to tell, which is upcoming on Tubi in the spring.
I'm gonna do it again, but I like that role.
But you got a lot of ours. But in the Black Superhero, you know, you got some significant airtime coming.
That's coming 2023.
May.
It's another film I was briefly in. I guess I could say I had a cameo in. What is it when aliens in the hood or aliens?
Aliens in the hood, yeah.
I got it.
It's the aliens in the hood, yeah.
Aliens in the hood. Loving aliens in the hood. Doing a lot.
Yeah.
You're doing a lot of acting. You're doing a lot of acting. You there, you on your way.
Yeah. So 2023.
This is my last drink, by the way, ever.
I decided I think I'm never mind. I ain't gonna say it over here.
The artist retreat pop out. Yes.
Real.
Yeah, I gotta tap in with them and get the address.
The
artist retreat. I don't even know the address. I went like once and just know how to get there now.
What's the artist?
Artist retreat.
The private location place.
Oh, for Monday.
Monday.
Oh yeah, y'all got to hit up.
I'm gonna carpool with y'all.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to come. I got a couple of business meetings after, but I'm gonna try to come.
It starts at 9, so it's a late, it's an evening event.
Yeah, because I remember when we was at the fashion show, she was, and no, Saturday we was here doing the casting. She told that where it is. I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna try to make it.
I'm gonna be there.
I'm gonna definitely try to make it.
But Sunday
Show
he
my
said
face.
he ain't coming. Y'all, did you hear him, Gabriel? If you are tuning in,
Sunday,
I'm not
you need to
coming.
communicate better.
I'm not coming due to a prior engagement that I forgot about.
Mm.
But I'm definitely though sending my full support to the team.
Yeah. Support y'all. Salute.
Yeah.
Cognac Confessionals supports everybody. I want to see everybody win. You know?
Okay.
And you got some people that you want to bring to the show one time. Definitely link them up.
Definitely.
'Cause like I said, I'm about supporting us, networking with us, having this. That's what the platform is for us to talk to us and everybody networking.
What y'all want to talk about? Did y'all already talk about the girl coming back from Russia and the trade-off? Y'all already talked about that?
You give your opinion.
So I feel with the other. I seen a clip of the
exchange when
the
they
white
walked in
girl
the
that was
airport.
talking about how she felt about it, and I feel like she got a couple points.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I don't really like agree with a lot of stuff she said or says, she had a couple points. Like out of everybody, they skipped over other important people that that are held there for a basketball player now. What about all the other people that were really like doing stuff for the United States?
So you're basically saying you hate.
Wait, no, I'm just saying that probably should also been set free maybe with
But that's
her
how they
because the
twist-
guy
that's
that
how they
they
twisted
with
it.
is
No.
someone I would say not more important but more that can do more harm. Like he's an arms dealer. You know what I mean? So that should have been
That
more
was
than
my
one
point.
trade-off. That should have been like, we'll give you him for 5 people. How
Thank
about we
you.
get so-and-so, and her?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You like somebody said we gave back the plug for
Yes.
what's your one man.
I saw that.
Like,
It was funny. I saw that.
We should have negotiated a little better. We got the plug. He's supposed to be like, yo, for the plug, give me 5.
Yeah.
For the
Thank
plug, well, give me at least, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm
just
with
taking
you.
off
I'm
one
with you. I said that
basketball
same
player,
shit.
and then no disrespect to the WNBA, and then she was like, "This is what the lady said that nobody even really watches that." And we trade the plug for, you know what I mean? Like,
You gonna give
Out
up?
of pocket.
and on the real, like feeling those families that's been dealing trying to get their people back over here. Like, I'm pretty sure they pissed off.
The double
like,
edged sword, because you think about it, and you know me, I'm a cognac drinking, deep
I'm
thought
glad you home
thinker.
at the same time.
Now, to your point of those other families of people who've been over there for
Y'all
hella
should have 5
long,
people back.
this is another reason for them to hate black people.
Like, what the hell?
Y'all ain't ready for that conversation, though.
They
This is
should
another
ask
reason
for
them to hate
5
black
instead of
people.
1. You
did
had
a-
more leverage. You had the plug.
How you gonna trade a jaywalking ticket for mass murder?
Yeah.
Jaywalking ticket on a Sunday after 6.
Yeah, but then
I'm just saying. I get it.
that's the reality of it.
I'm glad
At
she
the
home.
same time, you had like all these black celebrities and everybody
This
constantly
niggas.
on by
Bandwagon.
Yeah. But I'm
Think
just
about
saying,
it.
Still, even then, he should have negotiated better. You had more leverage.
You see,
got the
Trump
plug.
didn't negotiate
You know what I
shit,
mean? She
and I'm not a
like,
Trump
let me
fan.
Get 6 people back for this.
Trump didn't negotiate shit to swap with dude, and he had motherfuckers who. And once again, I'm not a Trump fan. I'm not saluting or nothing with Trump, so please don't nobody mix my words.
He want to say something, but
Shit, Trump
was
he
popular
like
with
this
people.
stuff.
Fuck that. But I'm just saying, dude been in jail for the longest.
Well, I got nothing to talk about.
Go for it. Let's go. Let's
No,
freestyle.
finish
Oh, I
it.
didn't even got on that.
Finish what you about to
Okay,
say.
'cause
Go
I was
ahead.
gonna say that one.
But I want to talk
Yeah,
about
we
the
gonna talk
R.
about
Kelly
that.
shit.
Yeah,
Please.
we can get on
My
that.
bad to interrupt.
Go for
Go
it.
ahead, what you was about to finish saying about Russia and Donald Trump.
Dude, Russia knew what they was doing.
Trump worked for them niggas.
Yeah.
Right? That's his friend.
They knew what he was doing. Exactly. He's like, nigga, grab a bitch. And, my bad. Excuse me. I ain't calling her.
Grab blood.
Yeah, grab old girl. And it's gonna happen, man. Trust me. I'm telling you, they're gonna be up in arms. Niggas is mad about niggas. Y'all better understand the fucking horse you carrying falling for the banana in the tailpipe. Like I said, honestly, wholeheartedly, I'm glad she's home. A melanated woman home. I am glad she's home.
What they call it? One of those prisons where hard labor.
Yeah. She cut her dreads off, so I know she mad.
Oh, they cut her dreads.
My brother was in 20 years in Angola on hard labor, so.
You wear it? What?
I said my brother did 20 years in Angola on hard labor. Nobody came to save him.
Yeah, you got.
He just as valuable.
Everybody
as
mad.
Griner.
Everybody.
Oh my God.
Fact, more valuable than Brittany Griner.
About the swap, but
Yeah.
most people don't go do the work anyway. But the thing that was the other topic I wanted to get on, so we can run this to the end if y'all want. So
what is it?
The R. Kelly album.
Was that really an R. Kelly album? Because they dropped the album and that's the back.
That's so.
I don't even get that. Why would they even let him? Okay, so maybe it was under the radar.
Pulling it out.
They slid under the radar.
I thought was it a joke? Like somebody had some songs and was like uploaded it as an R. Kelly album?
It was a real R. Kelly album, a project, and I feel like somebody on the low slipped it late night. In the late night, we woke up and it was out, and people started listening to it.
So
and then it was gone. Like what was happening?
Some of those lyrics that I heard, what in the hell is he talking about? He admitted. He said, "I admit it." I don't see nothing wrong with it. It's y'all opinion.
What I was told, what I saw.
He needs counseling. He needs more than jail. This man needs some real help.
Robert and R are two different people. We already know how I feel about that.
We got two different personalities.
There's two different people.
Well, then lock that nigga up and let Robert be free.
Nah, both of them niggas need to be locked up.
But you looking at what's going on, I think, and this is my humble, honest opinion.
I can't believe him.
A lot of that, I didn't listen to none of it. I didn't get to listen to none of it because it got taken down before I got to listen to it. And so I saw an explanation from a trusted source, because I got, membership has its privileges. So
exclusive members only shit.
Yeah, membership has its privileges. A lot of what the material was shit that's hella old and that wasn't released on previous albums because it got leaked before. And somebody even said that it had some tag from some label on it, whatever. And the person, trusted source, responded with, anybody can do that just to push something. So I think it's smoke and mirrors. Once again, distraction theory.
So you don't think he the one put it out? Or had pulled the trigger on?
But the two
I didn't
songs
listen
they
to
had
it, so
out.
I can't.
I admit.
He has to be a moron.
Why he's in jail, right? Like, why?
He has to be a moron. That's like an OJ if I did it.
Thank you. That's what I was going to say.
No.
Like, you niggas is stupid.
Okay, and I wish, we're going to have to see somebody on Twitter that reposted or something, because what I seen this morning, he literally has a song saying, I admit it, in the lyrics of him explaining to why he feel like he shouldn't be in jail. So when he slept with young women and he's whatever,
I'm not with
that's your opinion that I'm a pedophile. I don't see it in my eyes. I'm a pedophile. I should be in jail. Sir, something's wrong with you.
I agree with you. There's something wrong. You touching little kids, something wrong with you.
Let me put y'all up on something. Back when Tupac first died, they had this series of mixtapes. Like,
what you said the first time?
I mean, at the moment that he died.
Yeah, okay.
There was this series of mixtapes that dropped that was called the Machiavelli. And every so often, these mixtapes would drop.
4 and 5.
No, but then they ended up getting up to like Machiavelli 30, right?
Damn.
And people was like, and people were buying it, right? But here goes the thing. Talking about trusted sources. Some of those Machiavelli tapes weren't actually Tupac. There's a rapper that was signed to Death Row for a while called The Realist. And Realist was perfect. So to hustle, So the hustle,
Looks like him.
the realist, they would bring the realist into the booth. He would record all these songs imitating Tupac, and then they would fuck the dub up just a little bit because they were selling them as mixtapes, this and that. And they would drop them, and it'd be Machiavelli 18 more unreleased Tupac songs, but it was actually not Tupac, it was the realist. But they were selling these tapes were selling like crazy, and you didn't have the internet for people to be like, hey, that's not really Tupac, that's dude. So I'm wondering in this case, for him to be like, y'all call me a pedophile, this now I'm wondering like, is this really R. Kelly, or is this a youngster who can sound like R. Kelly and is imitating him? Because I can't think that R. Kelly would be stupid enough to release a song.
Did you not see the interview that he did?
But he's currently trying to appeal
How
his
young are we
cases.
talking?
But no, but he's trying. But no, but
How young are we talking?
But he's in the process of trying to appeal his cases.
Right.
How you
One
appeal
thing
your
get
case
thrown
and
out.
you have an album out talking about, yeah, I get it. What? You'd have to be insane to do that.
All right, you got a good point.
Double-edged
Yes,
sword.
I'm like,
I was surprised that when he did that whole thing with Aaliyah after watching the documentary, that all them songs was about her. And I'm like, this is about a 14-year-old girl at the time, 13-year-old girl.
He's mental.
And you talking about
Mental
all the
health.
stuff you want to do to her?
And going back and listening to those songs, like, damn, ooh, and it was about a 14-year-old. What the fuck?
Sorry.
Yeah, something's wrong with him.
And then the cold part about it is Aaliyah was 96 pounds.
Right.
She was a
She
real
wasn't
baby.
even
a
full.
real baby.
She wasn't even like developed or something.
Right, she looked like
I'm
a
not even
child.
finna say nothing.
She looked like a child.
You
Yeah.
like you crazy. Like, you know, like, man, you know.
No
But he is, because in the interviews from before, they were like, girls were saying, well, his people, his crew said that how he would go to the high schools and middle
Pull
schools
up at the
to
McDonald's.
literally pick up little girls.
That's that's
Yeah.
a sickness.
Well, that's how.
Then,
we got
okay, but
around
how
the
you?
trap
But you
lab.
couldn't be my crew if you doing
That's
that.
why,
I
like-
wouldn't continue to run with you.
Thank
Right.
you. So it's not just him, it's definitely his crew.
He should not be the only
These
person
babies
in
for
jail.
him. Thank you. No.
I've
And
always
some
been the
parents.
advocate of
Some
that.
of
The
the parents
parents,
was like, oh, R. Kelly,
his
it's
crew,
okay. You can
all
go on
them.
tour with him and she only 16. What is wrong with the parents?
Right. And that's that thing about, hey, I'm gonna take care of your daughter. We're gonna put her out in a minute in the album. We
And
gonna
just
do
use her.
that smooth talk,
for
that
your
ism that we was talking about earlier.
pleasures and-
That conversation run the nation because
It's in the wrong hands.
that is a
awful thing.
motherfucking double-edged sword. I have now. I'm 90s. I was. Remember how we talking
Hey,
about that?
Victoria,
Our-
God is my friend. Shout out. Thanks for
our
the support and
peak, our
sponsoring
mental
my Monday
beasthood.
event. I really
I've-
appreciate you.
Performed many a masterful sessions to some R. Kelly music back in the day. You know.
I never did.
Oh, it sucks for you.
But no, but there's one thing though is that I was in a depressed period one
I wasn't
time,
depressed in the 90s.
and there's a lot of things that went down. Like several of my friends in a row had got murdered. I went broke. Like I went flat broke. Like I was in a position where it's like, oh shit, like nigga, I'm not gonna eat today. I went broke. Some of my friends that got murdered. I was on the possibility of getting indicted for a get back from one of my friends, and you know, cause fuck it, I got on some. Y'all took the homies, so I'm gonna take as many of y'all as possible. I'm even gonna, and if I can't catch you,
Questioning me about my tattoo.
if I can't catch you, and that's what bond we had made. Whereas if we can't catch dude, we're gonna catch his mama. We're gonna catch his children.
Industry rules.
And I know that sounds horrible.
No.
I know that
I
sounds
know what
horrible.
you- yeah,
but
we
we were
already
so
talked about
pissed.
that.
We were so pissed off that we was like,
We don't
if
do
we
that.
can't catch blood,
rules is the rules.
we're gonna kill one of his children. We're gonna violate
Nope.
every rule.
Nope.
And I started listening to that R. Kelly song, I Believe I Can Fly.
Yeah, and you got religified.
Not necessarily, but every time I
I ain't
was
saying you went and started talking about Caesar Borgia and want to be on Sundays
Right.
making fucking date cakes and telling everybody lies like these motherfuckers who wear them collars do. But I'm just saying.
Yo.
I would listen to that music. I would listen, I Believe I Can Fly on repeat, and I get to crying and shit, be standing there with the gun and all that type of shit. But I'm just saying it like, it not only saved me from, because I had made a commitment that I was finna crash out. Like on some completely self-destructive shit. Like I'm to get vengeance for the homies. I'm gonna crash out. I'm probably gonna leave this earth right afterwards because this is gonna be a no-win situation.
So you wrote your book testament out your last
I'm
speech.
still finna do this. I'm finna crash out. Fuck it. I'm gone. And so since I'm gone, because when you really have a mindset of, all right, you know what? I'm not gonna live too much longer after this. You don't give a fuck about anything because it don't matter. You're not gonna be here.
Right.
Listening to R. Kelly actually got me out of that. Listening to R. Kelly changed my life. I never listened to R. Kelly's love-making songs and this and that, but that song, I Believe I Can Fly, and then he later came with that song, I Wish.
He's a musical genius.
I wish. Them songs, in fact, there's niggas that's walking around Oakland right now that's alive, only alive because I started listening to that. I never listened to his R&B love shit.
Spark some shit.
But I Believe I Can Fly and One Wish saved my life, and it saved some of you niggas' lives too. So
also made some niggas alive.
yeah, but later on when I see what type of person he really is, I'm conflicted because I'm like, R. Kelly the artist saved my life, but R. Kelly the man is obviously a horrible
different
human being.
motherfucker from R.
Man,
So-
I had so many of his songs in my playlist.
Yeah,
Like,
so it's
I
like,
went through and deleted them, and it was to the point to where when they would play,
You deleted
I
your
would,
history.
I was apologize to whoever was listening. Like, my
yeah.
bad, I thought I deleted it. And people started telling me, surprisingly, like, man, what the fuck, man? Like,
You stand up for the national anthem.
that shit was old. Like, this ain't got nothing to, like, this is
so
music.
you can separate the artist from the
Y'all
music
gloss
from the
over what I
man.
just said?
Me personally, no. I'm deleting it.
Niggas,
Every time
I
I
ain't
catch
deleting
one that
shit.
I ain't deleted, I'm deleting it.
Because it's
Just
like he
because-
was singing
I
about
deleted, I believe I
kids.
He
can
was
fly.
singing. He
The
was,
Pied Piper, he was singing
As a
about
kid.
kids.
Exactly.
He
That was your
singing about
dog. I
having
don't
sex
fuck
with
with-
kids.
I don't fuck with
He
him.
was singing about. Not
Back in the
only
days,
would you
I was a
have
young
deleted the
horn
song,
dog.
you would have probably tried to kill him
Doing-
yourself.
I deleted the song. I believe
Freak
I Can
shows.
Fly. But it was hard for me because on one hand I was like, this song saved my life.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, I can't support dude. So I was really conflicted. Like, well, he was an artist, so I don't fuck with dude. I just fuck with the art. Finally, I just said, fuck it, let me quit rationalizing. I know the right thing to do is to delete this shit, but it was a struggle. It was a struggle in my
As it
spirit.
is with
It'd be
You
like
know?
Al Bundy. Like in high school, I had 4 touchdowns in one game when you just did a.
And then there's people that
all-star
saying he was a
performance.
victim too. R. Kelly was a victim
And
himself,
that's
right?
true.
So, you know, he was molested. So,
But that's still no excuse because you were
Not necessarily
a victim to then turn
excuse,
around
but an
and
explanation.
like turn into.
Unchecked.
But that's
energy.
the thing. So knowing what it can do to you, why turn around and project that on to someone else? Not just someone else.
I'm
These are
not-
kids that are so impressionable that you're gonna fuck them up like for life, just like how you're fucked up. So why are you gonna continue that cycle?
What you have is, and I'm
But
not
here's the thing,
defending
when
the
you're in the
dude
cycle-
in no way, shape, or form. You touch kids, I believe your nuts should be slit open in a public forum. Some shit.
Obviously, everybody around him was okay with it.
Yeah,
'cause
exactly.
No
That's what I'm saying. If you don't have
had
nobody
nothing to say.
that can check
he probably
you,
said shit, but ain't do shit.
because
Like, it's how you keep recruiting girls for this man.
right, because what happens is if I'm the breadwinner in this diabolical circle, and the people around me are not able to hold their own because I'm the breadwinner. I feed you all. So if you tell me no, and then no, I just cut your ass off. That's what's wrong with society. You get too many people in this mindset of, well, shit, this motherfucker feed me. I eat because of what he does. And cognitive dissonance situation. And we have a society of too many yes men.
I was about to say weak. Yep. Yes.
I've been poor
weak.
before, and
Too
I'll go
many
back
yes
to being
men.
poor before.
I don't mind. I'm a person where if I'm
I don't
hella
wanna be
wrong,
poor, but
tell
I
me.
will.
I'll be like, even if I'm like, I might be right. You tell me. I'm gonna sit back later and be like, I appreciate you telling me, Sean, dude, that wasn't cool. Because I'll tell, y'all know, I tell niggas like, dude, nigga, that's
You have to have them tendencies yourself, though, in order to
Like,
go along
nigga,
with
that
that,
shit-
even for the bread.
Exactly, because I have a daughter.
I agree.
I have a mother. I have sisters.
So he's
So
definitely
anything-
not gonna
Yeah, I know motherfuckers that have and will put motherfuckers deep in the soil for doing something to some females in our circles, in our families, and I'm one of them. So I'll ride the bench to you fuck up with them. So I get that. The problem is other motherfuckers, like I said, if the breadwinner is the breadwinner of the circle and everybody else in the circle isn't able to maintain all these latch your honors, because, you know, you my man, 50 grand. And you come at me one day and this is if I'm R, and there's no R's in none of my names, so. And it's like, you like, man, Sean, dude, you fucking up, dude. Nigga, that chick was hella young, dude. I'm like, nigga, bye. You off the team.
I'll be up.
Real like, man, I don't want to get like,
Another thing I feel like a lot of people
It's sucker shit.
It is, but it's so many people in the industry that condone it, that already do it, that's
the
still
industry
doing
is
it.
built
that,
on that.
like,
Let's keep it a buck. The industry,
Right.
whether it's acting, music, theater, every genre
you're young,
of
you don't have a chaperone.
entertainment is built upon those aspects, because you have so many spill the tea exposés now coming up on the situation with Balenciaga and their pedophilia and child pornography shit.
Oh, yeah,
You
that's
got the
been
Harvey
crazy.
Weinstein with that shit. You got the whole Holly weird shit that's going on with what they do, and you look at
So that Balenciaga shit, they
Bondage.
put the baby in
In
bondage? Come on, man. Like, that's
about it.
crazy, bro.
I'm like this. If one person came
everybody-
over and said, "Hey, I got an idea," I'm not mad at them because you might be some type of crazy motherfucker. The person you gotta be
Everybody
mad at is the
buys into
nigga that said, "All right."
The editor
Thank you.
that said,
The
yeah,
nigga
go,
that
that's good, go ahead.
Yeah, that's the nigga you want to be mad about.
But
The thing-
Balenciaga is trying to say, like, they didn't know. They just, like,
They
Bullshit.
knew.
that was our company.
It was
God,
it's
dishonest.
hella
Before you
detailed
put out,
stuff in there
before a
that-
company that size puts out some shit, there's so much quality control and group meetings.
okay, so
Right.
remember
So it's like strategically.
And nobody at no corporation that size getting complete. I
remember
thought it up. Now we gotta release it.
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna go the same spectrum with two different incidents. Playboy, Hugh Hefner. We was brainwashed into he was the man.
all those young girls.
He had Brooke Shields at 10, 12, or 11
He need his ass
in
whooped.
photos.
Society, the
Yeah,
media
his
was
ass
pushing it
whooped.
and condone that shit.
The breadwinners dictate what's acceptable, and everything else is brushed to the side. So another scenario of two. I can't remember her name, but there was a porn star when I was young, 80s, 90s, and she did hella scenes, and she was blowing up in the porn industry. Come to find out,
I remember that.
I cannot remember her name. God damn, I can't. But come to find out, she faked. She signed. She wasn't of
made
age.
movies with John
She
Waters,
made
man.
hella movies.
Yeah.
And she was under.
And she was underage when she started, but got
Remember
big. And they had to, because that's child porn.
A lot of her movies had to get pulled.
Had to get
a lot of shit
pulled.
went down. I remember that.
But them niggas didn't go to jail. Now, granted, she the one who signed and said she was older than what she was.
But who verified it?
The
Somebody
industry
knew.
don't care.
Right, somebody knew she wasn't of age.
There's no verification. They don't give a shit. They chew you up and spit you out. So, speaking of that, with the porn industry, something I saw today, and I don't know if I shared it with y'all. I might have. I think I did. This is fucking disgusting.
Uh-oh.
They had the woman who slept with the most people. She slept with 918 dudes in, I think it was less than 24 hours, she broke the world record.
They ain't really doing it. They just sticking it in and pulling it out. In that case, like, what the hell?
I was like, and the previous record was like 700 or something.
900 in a day?
It was 918, and
She was getting it in.
I was like, and the average, they said she broke the record in like 16 hours.
And
And it broke down to like
trains back in the
45
day.
seconds per person.
That was a train.
And I was like, who the fuck want to be 9 something? I don't want to be 5th.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, yeah, I'm not
Could
even
you
the second
imagine?
nigga. Like, let alone nigga 176, and then you talk about,
That's the sick
oh, you
world
think
we
that's
live
bad,
in.
nigga? I'm number 560, nigga.
Who's signing up for this shit? But don't get me wrong.
And like, we all standing in the
They
line,
got
ass
paid
crack
for
naked.
That's different. They got paid.
I do.
Paid or not, even if I'm nigga 300, am I standing there, I'm nigga 300 naked,
How
and
many
nigga
pumps
299
That's
right
like,
in.
no,
You know
they
what?
couldn't have been really having sex. It was more like, I'm in
Few
there,
pumps.
I'm out. Come on, I'm in there.
Is it
you
to
out.
completion?
I'm in here. I'm out.
Everybody
It
had a
can't be
quick
to
day?
completion.
And everybody wearing condoms, right?
I hope so.
Even still, I gotta even get harder. If I'm standing in a room with 500 niggas, they be like, all right, P, it's your turn. I'll be like, hey, man, let's stop. I'm gonna need some of that honey or
Give
whatever,
me some honey
man.
pack or something. Sprinkle some shit on my shit, because I'm not even.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't care how much you pay. I'm gonna go back to the
Mentally
car and be like, man, where did I fuck up in life? That I'm in
When
here
you
trying to
sit in
get
line to
this
be a
paper.
part of
Porn
this.
sites right now.
Like, I'll be
paying,
sitting in
like,
the car like,
3,000
man, I really,
for
like, I would
amateur
change
videos.
my whole life from there. I would go to church.
And I'll be honest with y'all, when I was in high
I
school,
don't know.
when I was younger, high school, I was a whole lot thinner then, but I wanted to be a porn star. Who the fuck didn't when he was 15 and whatnot? And
I never.
okay, maybe I can keep it apart.
Because
I'm honest.
I'm here.
I mean, I'm just saying, I can tell y'all some shit, but anyway. So I had the contact, the addresses to send shit, and everything.
This nigga wild.
Yeah, I told you. I can tell you some shit. You know me, nigga. I ain't gonna lie on shit. I tell you what did. I'm talking about 14, 15.
They got his demo
Freshman,
reel.
sophomore. Remember, I was in the program for Micro Sons.
You had the demo reel.
Nah, I didn't get it. You know, 3 and 1. Yeah.
Sending y'all just to take.
But I just was like, nigga, I could do that. Just as it was ego based. It wasn't but it was like, nigga, I can be a porno. I
And
wanna
see,
do
but that's
porno.
the thing as a
It was just a young horn dog shit. Like,
porn is just a sex act. There's nothing emotional attached. So they can
right.
can get it.
Dudes get
go
paid way
forward.
less. It's the
They-
women
like,
that.
they're performers.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, they're entertainers, but
Exactly.
sexually. So it's not.
You can go to Malaysia and see a woman shoot a dart out her ooh-wah that'll go
like
50
they train
feet.
themselves to do it, or they're just good at what they do.
Hey,
Yeah,
can you imagine?
I'm not feeling it.
You in Malaysia and you see a female that shoot a dart
I
out
wonder
her.
how much
Listen
they
to this.
I don't know.
You can go to a different country and a female be laying there.
Isn't Pinky's from here?
She from town
She was a popular porn star.
back in the day.
And was sleeping on the couch at one point.
Oh, I ain't talking bad about nobody.
I'm not talking bad,
People
but I'm
do
just
what they
saying
do.
though is
I hear
that
you.
even though as popular as she was, from what I saw, she wasn't getting paid.
I mean, cause it's a manipulative transaction situation. The porn industry is because sex sells. You're hot right now, and in 6-7 months, a year or so, the new thing comes on. As soon as you get there and arrive, they're already looking for the next best thing.
For sure.
If you got the exotic look and it's in any industry, they're always looking for the next best thing. It's a cycle. It's a repeated cycle. It's like everybody's a 45. And if you know what a 45 is, it's an old school record that's about that big, and on the record players, 45s, and you just put them there. And that's how you
Just like the
start
NFL,
your
not
old
for long.
playlist. Yeah,
They'll have a new nigga next year.
exactly. Don't bring them new niggas over there.
Oh, I love the Boondocks. I'm
That's
so
my
upset
shit.
that they didn't come back with a new episode.
wait, I
They
need
were
a
talking about
Boondocks
it,
movie.
but they talking about
Boondocks,
the way
Voltron,
society is
and
set up now.
Thundercats.
They're just so sensitive. Like,
Them the
people
three
will be
movies I
so
need.
offended.
I need the Boondocks, I need Voltron, I need Thundercats. But
We need the Boondocks.
yeah, definitely need
That was my
Boondocks.
shit.
Shout out to Regina King. But the industry, the sex workers, sex sells. Sex is business, and it's not going anywhere. No matter how Me Too-ish or uprighteous society gets, sex will always sell. That's a definite. That's the end.
Society ain't getting uprighteous. They be faking.
They fake. They fake.
Because sex sells. They put sex in every damn thing.
Remember the fucking Charles? What was it? The Carl's Jr. commercial? They had the
probably
chick
just be mad
with the
when
bikini on
it's sex
selling
selling
burgers,
and
and it dropped all in between the sex sells.
If they
You
don't
look
get
at.
a percentage, then they upset.
I mean, unfortunately, it'll.
Sell your pussy,
Sex-
girl.
sex
What was
always
that?
sell.
Where did I get that from? That's from a where that's
I
from?
ain't never heard.
That's from
Never.
Not about. It was.
No, you know what I'm talking about? It was a Snoop Dogg album.
Yeah. Hey, let me tell you something. When crack don't sell, pussy will.
That's a snippet from a Snoop Dogg.
That's
album.
real shit.
Album.
It always, because everybody want to get in that, and women come first.
And it sound like what's the dude that always got like slick stuff to say?
You talking
Rudy,
about Rudy Ray Moore, Dolomite?
Dolomite.
My
He's
nigga.
on there.
Mm-hmm.
And he be like doing all the little snippets on that album. That's one of the things that he say on before it's like, oh, we like, damn, that's a girl.
You look at everything. You look at all entertainment. Let's keep it a buck. You had what show was it? I'll use Three's Company as
They be faking. They be
prime
exploiting babies.
example.
They exploit
Prime
everybody.
example.
Yeah, they just get mad at everybody else.
And this is 70s, 80s. You had Janet,
You
who
do
was
it
the
now.
square, dark-haired chick who
Yes.
was like, but Chrissy, the blonde with the boobs, Suzanne Summers, was the it girl.
Is that the girl that's always in Halloween?
No, this is 70s, 80s. Going back, I'll bring you some new shows.
What you disagree on, Pharaoh?
Farrah Fawcett, Charlie's Angels, same thing.
I'm just disagreeing.
He just disagreeing to disagree. That's what he does.
Devil's advocate.
You had remember Heart to Heart? Remember that
I
show?
remember Heart to Heart.
That show. Okay, so y'all don't get this. I'm not gonna get disrespectful, but even with Good Times, nobody was checking for Florida Evans. Niggas was looking at Thelma and
Florida. I mean, Florida wasn't that
Niggas was not checking for Florida Evans.
Florida Evans wasn't hot.
She played the mom.
She wasn't that hot.
And they didn't want her to be hot.
But if I guarantee
She
you,
couldn't have been hot if they wanted her to be
But
hot.
I
Let's
guarantee
keep it a
you-
buck.
I guarantee you, if they remade Good Times,
If I had
Today?
Gabrielle Union playing in Florida
Florida Evans
Let's
is
talk
gonna
about
be
and Saweetie playing
wearing some
Selma.
Swagg Creator material and looking good as shit. Cause sex sells. Al Bundy, a basic shoe salesman,
Yeah,
had
they scored
big
11
titty,
touchdowns back in the day.
4 touchdowns in one game.
He
He had the big titty wife,
Mm-hmm.
and motherfuckers was like, damn,
This
shit.
guy was sitting up.
And you had the daughter.
That's what I was on.
Thelma still look good.
Thelma is a beautiful. Oh my
Thelma's
God.
60 something. She's still hot.
Hey, black don't crack. It just.
Speaking of 80s shows, you know got the finest fucking daughter?
Jane
The one chick that was on the Cosby Show.
Oh, are you talking about?
her daughter is fine as fuck.
Who?
Her daughter's on that one show.
Oh, you
What's
talking
it called?
about?
She on that Showtime show where she a lawyer or some shit.
You talking about? Oh my God! Why is she Lenny Kravitz's daughter?
No, I'm talking about
Lisa Bonet?
Felicia Rashad.
Oh,
Felicia
yes,
Rashad, she got a daughter
yes.
that's
She was on Billions.
Yes, that's it.
Felicia Rashad's daughter is. Oh yes,
She is
yes.
so
You are-
Speaking of
you are-
80s,
yes.
it's something Rashad.
She played. Yes, she plays on
But
Billions.
she Felicia Rashad's daughter.
Felicia and Amal Rashad daughter.
That's
They
a
like
nice
6 seasons. I'm waiting for the new season.
Oh,
That is a
I
beautiful
haven't seen it.
brown
I'm gonna check
sister.
that out.
Yes, you are absolutely
I'm
right.
gonna have to check that out, you guys. What's
You
the
gotta
name of the
check
show
out
again?
Billions.
There's a lot of
It's on
beautiful
Showtime.
women on the
It's on
80s.
Billions. Yes.
Oh,
It's a lot of beautiful women
Felicia
in the
Rashad
80s.
and Ahmad Rashad's daughter is very yes.
Now we got
You are-
that one chick that's played on that one show. She was just in the new Black Panther movie. But she had an HBO show too called I Will Destroy You or something like that. Michaela Cole, if y'all look her up, y'all gonna be like, wow. She had an HBO show too called Bubblegum.
I love her. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
She has a real high cheekbone. She looks.
You talking
Even
about
though she's
the?
very dark skinned, she still look Indian, like Native American. She got high cheekbones. Her
You're not
nose,
talking about
like
the chick who
she
looked
is
African?
very yes.
This
she
chick
has-
look alien.
She do, but
She had
that's the uniqueness.
Weedy
That's
or
her look.
something.
I love that show, Bubblegum. That show hella funny.
I haven't. I think I know who you talking about, but I might be wrong.
Yes, sir.
She is really pretty. She looks. Well, she has a unique look, but it's pretty. It's unique and pretty.
Okay, you're being.
Let me
You
see.
know what? Bless your heart.
Hey, what
Let
y'all
me
talking
see.
about?
If we're talking about
Yes,
the same
that's what I'm
person.
talking
Let me
about.
see.
Cause she
She
did.
is
Yes.
pretty.
Bless your heart.
She is pretty. She got high
That is.
cheekbones.
Yeah, she has.
Bless your
beautiful
heart.
face
I know
structure.
you're talking about.
Big full
That's
lips.
who I was thinking about.
Perfect teeth.
You are polite as
Symmetric
fuck.
eyes. Like, what do you mean?
Oh, you're a nice
and her
person.
skin hella smooth.
You're a nice person for that.
All right, that's
And I
her.
don't know if her accent, if she's really British, because
She's
the
British.
accent even makes her cuter. Like,
She's British. Cause she did a show I was watching. I can't remember
Alright,
what.
when it's revealed that she's really an alien,
She
I'm
has
gonna
a
be like,
show?
I told y'all the whole time.
She has a show that's either on Netflix or something that I started watching,
Yeah.
and it was abstract weird shit, and I was like, okay, I can't watch it no
I
more.
like her though. She's good.
No, I think she's very talented, and I just was like, certain shows when it shows certain shit, I just be like, no, something I don't want to watch it
You
no more.
said billion. Yes, the show's called
Billions, yeah, billions,
Billions.
yeah, it's on Showtime.
On Showtime.
Yeah. Felicia Rashad's daughter is a yes, she is a very
You guys
nice,
go
attractive
support and
sister.
check that show out and be looking for Felicia Sherrod's daughter.
Yeah, she's nice. Yeah.
Good job.
Now, what I will say,
Thank you.
what I hate, because and come to the
What
Hollywood
grinds your
thing.
gears? Let's not use hate. What grinds
Grinds,
your
yeah,
gears?
because hate is a strong word. But I do hate it because it's the show. What shows do to our women, our melanated women.
What show? What show?
It's Billions did it. All American did it.
All American's a good show. I like it.
I didn't really like that show. It's too much.
It fell off bullshit.
I didn't like it.
Cause
You know about the new one?
You ready?
The new All American.
I ain't watched Homecoming. I ain't watched it because it's too much. I don't know. I haven't watched it.
Shout out to Corey Hardick. He on there. He just recently lost his wife.
Oh,
No, she left him
she
for
left
another
me
nigga.
for another nigga.
Yeah.
She is pretty. She
Let me
don't
see.
look like her daughter though.
Let me see.
That's the worst picture of her I've ever seen.
That is not a good picture of her. Oh my day, bruh.
She don't look like her mama.
She's an exceptionally
Yeah, that's
nice
like
sister.
her mama. Because her mama was hot. I was like, how big
Felicia
was that?
Rashad was, oh my, but yeah, hey dude, she got some
I
very
love
more
the Cosby
flattering
Show.
pictures.
The Cosby Show.
Cosby Show was a
like,
shit.
Yeah, but shout out to
that
Corey
family that you
Hardick.
wish you were a part of.
The-
Like, damn it.
The thing, what I was gonna say, with like you said, what grinds my gears, because All American, even with Billions, they put our beautiful women sisters in these roles to where they subservient and are dick chasing, and that's in my term. They sleep with multiple characters like they're trying to find who they are. So I hate Hollywood for that narrative they continually
The
put
black
in
woman
shows.
is so sexually liberated. No.
And don't get me wrong, ain't nothing sexier than a woman that knows what the fuck she wants.
If it's me, it's you.
If no limit, I'm
But
just
it's
saying.
the
perception, the way they do it.
trying to embed
Because
it.
even in Billions, they did it, and I was like, y'all gonna just goof her character off like that. She's a powerful woman. Her character is powerful. So even in All American, the one sister who's the music exec's daughter. So this is my issue. She started off with, and it's not that he was the white boy, so I'm not, you love who you love. Fuck who lets you fuck you. She started off with him. Then she went to the Spencer James character, and now she fucking with the light-skinned El DeBarge quarterback dude, and they all boys. This is a crew. We're talking about a woman, a sister, who basically going through a crew.
Shay, baby.
Do we respect that as men?
Or
I'm just saying. Can we respect that? I know. I personally, I'd be like, do what you do. But at the end of the day, that image that Hollywood is putting out, because everybody has history in the past, but
I want to cut you
no,
off.
go ahead.
That's why I respect Tyler Perry, because he is making another narrative for women and men in the industry. If you can see some of his like series that are coming out now, it's positive.
Oh, I've been watching.
He got a lot on like
Possible
BET,
way.
Her Network.
You talking about like not without the sexual activity?
Yeah, like it's a show.
But do you say that might be within the context of that? Let's say I'm not necessarily sexually attracted to Guatemalan women. So if I had a series with a bunch of women from Guatemala, I wouldn't probably put sex scenes in it, right? So since Tyler Perry is not necessarily attracted to the women on his show, maybe that's why he's not necessarily including you know.
Which probably is a good thing, because it's not just derived from just
So it's a good thing for men who are not necessarily attracted to.
But he do get attractive actresses, so
Okay.
the audience is looking.
He lost me years ago, so
On what?
Just his one. I'm not with the one man dressing up as a woman. Holly weird. Yeah, Holly weird. Don't get me wrong. I get the comedy aspect of some shit, but when you start understanding the roles that we're given and that we accept, and if we continue to perpetuate these sucker moves, and try to make it this is our niche. No, the fuck it ain't our niche. That's them putting their dick in your mouth.
But maybe he did that to get in.
I get that. The spook that sat by the door. I get that. I understand that.
I once said that to an actor friend of mine that I was
they got you.
and he got offended. And the next night I was watching DT, and why this nigga walked up in the dress, I was like, oh, this is why blood was in his feelings.
We have to. Here, the thing I will say is, and this is once again just my personal humble opinion.
Big Mama's house.
I get it. Richard Pryor did it. The greats of the
But I was like, quit Hollywood over that shit. Brandon T. Jackson, he said he could never get over it if they put him in the dress in that movie.
Yeah.
And he's like,
because
fuck Hollywood.
The black
Hollywood's
man,
crazy.
the
Get black
black-
people
black.
looking like.
So they don't
image.
want to like demasculate you or like
Right.
make you.
They want to emasculate you. They want to snip your nuts. And Hollywood, and all these, and we even same thing with Basketball Wives, Baddies
It's
of
just
the
your
whatever.
presence is already powerful, so it's something
That's
that
why
I
people
feel
on back.
like.
But when we keep
down a
baddies
little
in the
bit.
back.
But we
You should be on
continue.
that.
Really?
No.
I'm not about to beat
No.
my ass.
No, do not
not?
degrade. No,
Is you
no,
paying? Is they paying?
no.
Mm.
Fuck that.
Is they paying?
Every bag ain't worth the. Nah, fuck that.
And is it worth the money?
No. Is it worth? No. Why?
Because people that know me know I got these hands. Like, is it worth it?
No.
Is somebody gonna press charges on me?
But that's the thing.
But that's the thing. I don't want to be in a show where I'm just beating people ass. Like, what's the
And we
positivity?
flock.
Like,
And I'm
So
using
you
we.
versus Christian, who's winning?
ooh, I'm from the town. I'm winning.
Oh.
Listen.
Oh, yeah,
Why you trying to do sound for
I know Baltimore go hard. I used to be in Baltimore, but I'm
For real. What happens is we fall.
Christian from Baltimore.
She is. That's what I'm saying. She's from Baltimore. I know.
We
I know
fall.
she
We
can be
fall
gritty and
into
rough.
this trap or this realm of that's the only way we can get on is to play these roles, is to fit into these narratives
Those are the roles that's given, and those are the only ones they want to highlight.
because those are ones we as consumers out there cheering for. What about the nerd? I'm gonna use nerd as this is a positive nerd. Just what about the nerd, or excuse me, not nerd, the highly intelligent dude who,
Damn.
here you go,
Oh, what's that?
Look at
the
that.
highly intelligent, that's preparedness.
You just said it on
Nerd. The highly it's a wireless charger.
You know that new technology that they got out?
I got everything.
She can't live and do that.
Damn.
Oh, I can't do it.
Yes, you
right.
can. It will. Just tap it and push the button on the side. But what about the narrative of? I'll use Urkel because he's the highly successful black nerd that we can relate to. You know.
That's my nigga too.
Yeah.
Urkel, Steve Urkel?
Yeah, I'm gonna use him as a. There you go.
Oh, it's good. I got
You sure? No.
That's my
Steve
nigga.
Urkel?
Yeah, I'm gonna use him because that's what some multi-generational people can, colored people can relate to that. Even when
How many people on?
he went to Stefan,
Shit, 2 right now, but it's been about
It's-
20 off and on.
you know, look at the what's wrong with that persona, that intelligent dude or even female.
Yeah, but he didn't get to bump the breezies and stuff. When
The
I was in
breezes-
high school, I
Shit.
want to bang out.
That's Revenge of the
He was
Nerds.
chasing that one chick. and
Revenge
she
of the
was-
Somebody that
Nerds.
was out of his league, and then the girl that came around
How
that
was
was
she
into
really out of
him,
his league? She
he
wasn't
Shout out to
trying.
Myra.
he wasn't even wanting
Rest
to
in
be
peace
into
to her.
her.
And
But the chick Laura wasn't even hot to me.
hey,
Laura was
Myra-
popular, and she was higher in
Myra
her
was
city.
hotter than
She
Laura.
popular. She was popular because the TV
Myra-
was just like
I don't think Laura.
just like I had this.
Laura, I don't.
I didn't think she was hot
Never.
either.
Never.
If Hollywood put a
No.
chick up, like I remember my broker with a chick back in the day,
No.
and
I
she
mean,
said
y'all
Ronnie
didn't think
DeVoe
Laura
was cute.
hot?
Mm-mm.
And I was like, bitch, fuck Ronnie DeVoe. I beat that nigga
No.
ass.
Okay.
No.
And then we broke up.
Myra over Laura all day, every day.
But I'm just saying though.
But
he
that
was still
quirky
chasing
shit-
Laura.
Nah,
I
but
can
that's
only
just
speak for
Hollywood.
myself.
Just
That
think how many
quirky shit
bitches
is
Todd
sexy.
Bridges pulls.
It could be some Liberian glasses. You know what I'm saying?
What's
Them
that
sexy-
bitches look like?
You don't know who Todd Bridges is?
Who
Was
you look
from Different Strokes?
The white dude?
No, he's the brother.
What are you doing right now?
She's showing your age.
You don't know who Todd
But you
Bridges
younger than
is.
us.
Somebody send me let me see what he look like. I don't know.
You don't know
Janet
Todd
Jackson
Bridges.
was
What
Wow.
do he
but-
look like?
Like I was saying though, but seriously, the most we support the buffoonery before we support the shit that the good shit, because we sit here and this nigga was thugging and doing whatever. Yeah. But that motherfucker who didn't have the confidence, who liked the girls who was out his league and all that.
But this shit
Oh,
wasn't even
listen.
out this league though.
But listen to me.
On the show they played him, she was out of his
Out
league.
of there.
He just kept trying.
We perpetuate that fucking bullshit
He
every
turned into
day.
Stefan and it was on.
But the Pilgrims made a movie. Once again, Revenge of the Nerds is, look at it for what it's worth and what it meant.
And when he,
What is the title? Revenge of the Nerds. Look at that movie and what it stood for.
He's not cute now. He was not cute then. Like, nah.
See Hollywood will do you.
I'm
They
just saying.
played.
They was on him back in the day because Janet Jackson was on Different Strokes as his girlfriend.
Yeah,
at
in
the
fact,
time.
that's why, you know, to be honest
I
with
know.
you,
Yeah, I know why
I
you
read
brought it
an
up.
Ebony magazine
I know.
article where
Todd
Janet
Bridges.
Jackson was like, her and
Todd
Todd
Bridges.
Bridges be on the phone late at night. And I
They
was
was on
like,
TV.
Janet Jackson is choosing Todd Bridges. Fuck Todd Bridges. I'm about to smoke that nigga if I saw him, man.
Y'all is
I'll be a hater, man, but I would have fucked
But
that
no,
nigga if I saw him, man.
But listen,
'Cause I wanted Janet Jackson.
Revenge of the
Todd
Nerds.
Yeah.
Right? Think about this. Revenge of the Nerds did for
Fuck
the
Todd.
non-melanated underdogs what we need to
Fuck
do
that.
in real life. Because remember, the nerds won. And they even had the token black gay dude. Remember Landon?
Yeah, I remember that Lamar.
Yeah,
The
that
Brooklyn
Lamar,
ass nigga, man.
I'm just saying. But everything we
The
do
token gay dude, black
and
dude. It's always
push,
one in the movie.
you gotta
That
have
was the first one.
But that was the
Lamar.
roles they gave us. They gave us the buffoon. You had to be gay, or you had to be somebody who was a yes sir.
Or they'll make like
Low
niggas like
T-shirt
Todd
tribe.
Bridges with some macking ass nigga.
Yeah, or everything you did was degrading the black woman.
Hey, remember that Mario Van Peebles in that movie rapping?
Oh.
You know, younger. I think that like watching Mario Van Peebles. I think I liked him.
Did you?
And then I started looking into
Dad, Melvin.
like what is it, black exploitation movies?
Yeah.
I think his dad.
His
made
dad,
some
Melvin,
movies.
was the director.
So
Yeah.
it was a movie that
Dad made that
someone was like, I like black exploitation movies, so watch this movie. It's called Sweetback's Badass Song. You seen that?
I think I.
Yo, that shit is sick. That's a dope ass old school movie. It's called Sweetback's Badass Song by Mario Van Peebles. Yeah. That's
those are roles.
It's a throwback, but like you were saying, those stereotypes, they damn near have them all.
They push the culture. Because if, as a nerd, and you know me, I always put myself in the underdog position. You know, I like overcoming odds. But me as the nerd, the shy kid, the good grade dude, who don't have to be the best. I may be the best dressed quality, but I may not be the best dressed as far as fashion. You know, and I have the purest intentions.
Thing, like, Swagg ain't
and
gotta
society will tell us that, you know, me as the dude who can speak a couple of languages and help you with your homework, and I'm on the chess club in junior high, which I was on Roosevelt's chess club when I was in the 8th and 9th grade.
That's dope.
I had something to do. I was an ROTC, a company commander, color guard. I did a lot of shit. So
people would be like in ROTC, I just felt like you just knew they was going into the army.
No, them niggas used to be in my living room when I got home from school. I was like, no, fuck you.
Like, they already in training. They gonna skip boot camp. They going straight.
I was company commander of everything. And company commander was some shit. But we shun and laugh at the real hard-working dudes. And then you look at today, you see these, you know, what I've seen videos of women saying what they want and this and that, and then you see the other videos of women saying these niggas this and that. Remember we was talking about the nigga, oh, he a munch, he just all the shit that, and it's like, but then they complain like, I want a nigga, I want a man that's gonna, I want a man, who not Linda Ronald, I want a man with the slow hand, easy touch, all that shit. Sisters? Yeah, the Pointer Sisters, yeah, from the town, you know what I'm saying, we keep it Oakland based.
Your Pointer Sisters from the town?
Yes! And you learn something new every day, sis. But all the shit, all the shit
you said you used to sell dope to him on 64th.
Well, damn. I mean, I said it, but I mean, man, you just really like, man.
And I think it's only one still alive, if I'm not mistaken. Is one still alive, or is all of them passed? But anyway, shout out to the Pointer Sisters. Shout out to the Pointer Sisters, the talented Oakland sisters.
Friendly herb. Homegrown.
Town vintage.
Basic.
But we allow
for a reason.
We allow the powers that be to ostracize the heroes that we need today, and we so used to counting them out and not giving those underdogs a chance to where they just like, fuck y'all. But now everybody is gangster and everybody hard and everybody raw, and they promote that shit. So the people who could have been leaders, if they stuck on their path to be leaders, saw that now because you winning. Because now all I got to do is be on a video streaming with a gun,
but you know, also the media,
fake money.
If you are being too positive, like if you know a lot of pages that promote knowledge, positivity, health,
we get shadow banned.
Yes. Or you get blocked, deleted. Shadow banned. So even people it's people out there that's, you know, promoting a healthy community and trying to put us up on knowledge and you know, on the right path. But we can't see them all the time.
Right. We shadow banned.
Or they say that their information is incredible. You know, like
me and him have this conversation.
Even if it is somewhere else and you find it, they're still saying don't believe it.
Me and Farrell have this back and forth sometimes about people like Dr. Sabi and whatnot. And but he's one of the everybody has their opinion. But this is something I'm going to say, and it's a fact, and you know, this is a fact that you and nobody else can deny. How many people who have went and been sued by this corporation government and won?
That was a complete made up lie. Complete made up lie.
Okay.
You have a filter on me? No, he made that up.
The unicorns over there
and all that. All that was none of that was true.
You sure?
I'm
asking.
From him helping cure like people from AIDS and herpes and diabetes.
See, here's the thing. This is how he can get away with things like that.
But he's dead, so he can't even defend himself.
No,
They kill you
but
when
okay,
you're
but
doing-
okay, but hold on. Here goes the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
If the reason why grifters like a Dr. Sebi can operate is that there's not a lot of actual scientific knowledge in the black community. There's not a lot of people who have studied even high school level biology and stuff like that. If you even know that, and I'm speaking as years like, you know, I once was an ER tech, I studied a lot of biology. If you know the mechanism of a lot of these type of diseases and stuff like that, then you would know that some of the stuff that he was saying is just ludicrous off top. Now, yes, he would mix it in with good things like, oh, you should eat holistic, you should do this, do that. Okay, that stuff is true, right? But this is how grifters get the black community. You say some shit that's true, right? Then you say some outlandish shit. Where people like you,
Exactly. That's
if
what
people like you and they got a vibe for you, then this is how they'll defend you. Well, I don't agree with everything he say, but I do agree with some of the things he said, or some of the things he say is good. Like, that's the classic aspects of the grift. Say some credible shit, say some shit that can't be disputed because it's actually true, then mix in the bullshit.
Yeah.
The people that bite for the bullshit, well then now that you have this, I have this source of knowledge that no one else has. Buy these books, buy this concoction, buy this because I am the guy with some knowledge that no one has, and they all have it, but I'm the only person willing to share it with you. And that's the grift right there.
I don't know what's in this one.
And you can't use, so you always gotta be careful with grifters that you can't use that defense. Well, some of the things you say, because that's the game.
Right.
Say some shit that's true, then mix in the other shit.
So to say we're easily to be persuaded, we're slightly.
Well, part of why we're easily persuaded is like, look at this mess with Dion. A lot of us out here are looking for saviors. So when someone comes along and presents themselves as a savior, we even start projecting things onto them. Shit that they didn't say or shit they don't stand for, and we project it on that.
You expect somebody else to tell you.
So anytime there's a doctrine, but see, here's the thing, I'm not just going to stick it to black people, because if you go into an Asian market, there's motherfuckers in there talking about this rhinoceros husk, will do this, do that. A lot of people who feel like they're not given, or things are being held secret, when somebody comes along and says, I got the solution. I got the shit these other niggas won't tell you.
No, it's not.
These other niggas won't tell you. But, so I know Asians, I know a lot of other people fall for it, but I know in particular black people fall for it, because I see it's a lot of slickers operating in the black community. Because we're looking for saviors. That's why it's a lot of prosperity preachers who are in private jets and pushing Rolls Royces and doing all kinds of shit. What's this one guy? What's the dude name? Bishop Jamal.
Put it on there.
Which iPhone is this?
I got new shit. Everything I got is new.
I have the 13.
No, this is,
But that's why
wow,
this
this
should've worked.
is an iPhone.
That is.
It was. It just kept cutting
That's
off.
the new one.
You
Yeah,
got
that's
it.
the new iPhone.
Is it?
It'll-
Oh, they
I got
changed
No,
it?
that's the other end of it. That's the wrong end.
No, this
Is
is a
it?
dual.
Oh, they changed the
I thought they
iPhone
changed the
charger?
plugs.
No, this is here. I have the other iPhone charger in the car.
All right, you guys, I'm gonna have to try them out. My phone about to die, which if it dies, it means it's not gonna save this video. So I have to
will.
log off.
Yeah, I got one for you.
You was gonna save the video?
I got one. Don't trip.
Hey, she's gonna save the video.
Yeah, I got another charger. Yeah, I got all the chargers.
So the last topic we were talking about.
Like I saw Dr. Umar's trended today. He was on.
And him
He was on
I
video
got mixed
today.
feelings about him too, because
Him
he talked about a
and
lot of
his
stuff, and then was
school
seen with a
that-
white girl, like.
Dr.
Reparations.
Umar and what was it Tariq Nasheed or them two beefing. So what happens is, and once again, I respect both in the perspectives, but what happens is
You really walk around with snacks in your
I
purse?
do.
You got to.
I'll be hungry.
So you might want to look in that box, cause yeah.
You got some chicken or some cake
She a
in here?
vegetarian.
Oh no, I ate chicken last time. What you mean?
Oh, I thought you were
Yeah.
vegetarian.
Vegan
Because this
steak-
is vegetarian.
vegan steaks better.
It is. It's good because I don't eat pork, so you know if you
I don't
like
eat
pork
pork either.
skins,
Yeah, I don't eat pork.
that's not. It's fake pork skins.
So what happens is we get put into this realm of what is it, Highlander? Remember that series?
There can
Highlander?
only be one.
There only be one. And instead of us embodying or embracing the training or the message from the other person is, oh, your shit is invalid. Nobody's shit is 100%. You got to learn to appreciate, because
That's how bullshit slides in.
exactly. But at the same time, you got to understand. Is somebody that followed me and my path. My journey was my journey.
But there's nothing
How
that
I
you
had
said
to
that
get.
you're saying that even if somebody disagrees with what you're saying, there's nobody who can sit here on any of these shows, go back to we did 100-some shows.
3 years. Next year we going on year 4.
There's nobody that can look at any words you've said, and I can vouch for this. Like if they put me on the court, I can say, hey, even if you disagree with what he's saying, there's no one who can say that this man intentionally misled you for money.
I don't do
There's
that.
nothing that
I
can be
don't
said.
roll like
The
that.
same thing can't be said for Tariq and Dr. Umar.
You're right. Everybody has a price.
Yeah.
My price is some shit that I have a price.
So even though
'Cause we all do.
even though you can say ain't everybody 100, you
I
can't.
have
In
a
that
price.
case, you can say that some of the shit that they said that wasn't 100, they was obviously they was pulling the con.
Everybody has a price. That's the thing you got. And when you get into these,
Do everybody got a price?
yes, everybody does. If you think nobody has a price,
Thank you.
you are limiting yourself. Everybody has a price. Now, will somebody be able to pay that price or offer that price? That's a different question.
There's some shit that
Everybody
no money you
has-
can give me.
It's not about money. When I say price, I don't mean money. I don't mean monetary. Somebody can come to you right now and say, how many kids you got?
I have 5.
Thank you. Somebody can come right now and say, I got all 5 of your kids in the room with some Al Qaeda shit on video with a cat ready with a blade to do XYZ to everybody's neck. I need you to do A, B, and C. Is that your price?
No, I'm gonna avenge them.
You gonna let your kids die?
Yeah.
I'm not saying right or wrong.
We're going out like so.
I'm not.
I'm just
Once
playing.
again, no, I got you.
I'm joking. I'm
So when
joking.
I say everybody has a price, I don't mean monetary.
But when I get my kids back, y'all
Everybody-
gonna pay a price like a motherfucker.
Everybody has a price doesn't mean
They gonna pay
monetary.
a price too.
You can have some dudes that say, man, I've been wanting to just sleep with this one person because we so low vibrational with a lot of shit. Your price could be anything. They make movies
I'm looking at you
about
not eating that chicken like a black person.
you pick it apart. I do that too, and pull the skin
I
off.
don't like the fat in the skin. I just want the chicken.
That's the only purpose of eating chicken.
But
Like all this extra shit and veins and shit.
that's good. That shit go.
Hey,
But-
why when I was eating chicken that one day you said
I-
shit was hella ghetto and she
I
sitting there
was-
grubbing and it's all good.
I'm trying not to get. We don't eat on air. I thought she wasn't gonna eat it on
Is she
air.
giving pretty privilege? Is that what's going on here? Oh, now she
Everybody has
doubling
a
down
price.
by going hella hard in the camera.
Everybody has a price. But for real, think about it. It could be because what happens is, once again, this is just my own survey. We all have vices. Your vice could be.
Woo, my vice.
We'll use the nigga we was talking about earlier, R. Kelly. His vice was young women, young females, young, you
This
know,
actually is good.
and his that was his vice. And they use that because that's what these organizations do. If I know what your vice is, what it is that I can hold against you and use against you one day, I'm gonna use it. And once you go against what I need you to go against, I always got this shit.
Unless you get somebody really trustworthy like me. I can speak on that.
Ain't too many AC.
Ain't
too many AC Collins in the world today. Ain't too many AC Collins in the world today.
Mr. Miyagi, I can speak on that because he did.
Yeah. Ain't too many AC Collins in the world.
It's Vegas, you had to be there.
Society is
no, that's a true story.
Society.
I'm actually not gassing.
Well, we're on 2.5. So society is so fickle nowadays, and the extreme sense of loyalty is a far-gone conclusion. Now, those of us, which I can put myself in the situation in that character because I was raised around some real militant and knowledgeable dudes, and a lot of my associations with you, you've seen some of my circle. I fuck with motherfuckers that, and I have family members who, and I don't brag, and you know, I can vouch and show. I can show y'all some shit on people who have trained and showed me and taught me and my siblings and shit, because my tree is solid. But a lot of that is missing because everybody wants to do the quick rich. Let me try some of that.
It's supposed to be like pork skins, but it's not.
Imitation.
Pork.
I don't eat pork. I hate pork. I don't fuck with a pig. I can cook it. Hey.
Vegan way.
Hey. Real. Camouflage. Vegans taste better.
Watch the vegan shit. You want fried chicken.
You heard me?
That's gonna be my price.
Vegans taste. It's a reason why.
Hey, talk about contradiction.
Mm-hmm. There's a reason why she wants you, or you want to give her pineapple. You eat asparagus all week. She ain't gonna do that thing you like.
Yeah, for those that don't know, you might want to read up on, I mean, say physiology, just knowing you are what you eat when you consume certain things.
You are what you eat.
Where do you think it's going to go? Like, you have to, it has to leave the body from sweat, urine, blood, saliva.
She gonna get drunk off this yak, bitch.
Right, so girls that be like, all they doing is eating seafood and drinking Hennessy and shit.
Your shit tastes like licking an ashtray, bitch.
They for sure don't taste good. They ain't got no fruit in their life.
Yeah, no kiwi fruit, no mango,
no water,
no pineapple.
Yeah,
pineapple work wonders.
Is off.
Hey, guys, you even know you eat asparagus for a week. Every time you go to piss, you
They probably don't even know it. So people that don't
Y'all better
are aware of their
understand.
own health, or they're just knowing your body. I think with age you learn and start learning. If you're paying attention to yourself, then you learn your body.
Yes.
Health
as well.
Yeah.
Yourself.
Like some people can drink and you can smell the alcohol from them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's one that they should know. Like, damn, I shouldn't be drinking a lot. Like, it's coming from my pores. Like, literally, when they sweat, then you can smell the alcohol. Some people drink and you can't even tell that they're drinking. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like somebody who doesn't smoke is around somebody who doesn't smoke, and I mean cigarettes, weed, or anything. Their sense of smell is heightened. So they smell, if they know what they do, they smell everything.
Whatever. How many times have we all said I'm not drinking again?
No, for real.
I'm thinking about stop smoking cigars.
So I'm never gonna drink again after tonight.
Yeah,
It's my farewell to drinking.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with that. I spend a lot of money on alcohol. I do.
I spend a lot of money on weed.
I do that too.
And mushrooms.
Cigars. I've spent in my years of smoking cigars.
No, I don't do X. I do pills.
Because I was having one of them Sagittarius.
I'm the plug.
Really? No.
I'm just playing.
You know, the other day was the full moon, and I did the post. You know, full moon, you supposed to release what doesn't serve you.
Mm-hmm.
So
Damn.
I had
so many motherfuckers in my
right,
life.
negative
Releasing
energy
this shit.
connections
it's
that
rituals.
are like.
You gotta
what's the
understand
purpose?
when you understand the science of what really happens and what these holidays and what these things mean, that you niggas pay attention to Bad Girls Club and Basketball Wives and all this other shit instead of really paying attention to the real science, to the essence of who you are and the molecular shit that's going on. So I had a awakening, I'll say, or a vision, and I was like, and I made the post, and I was like, I'm gonna release the new. I said, full moon, release what doesn't serve me. So that night, I sat on my deck, which I do regularly, and was smoking a cigar. And I sit out and smoke, so I'm good. So I'm chilling, and I go in the house, and I just have a bad reaction after smoking. And because I just gave allegiance to something that I posted in the energy I said, and then I went and smoked after. And this is my own interpretation of being in line with, because I go deep, and I believe in the shit I talk.
But that bacon, I don't eat bacon, baby.
Eat bacon. Fuck bacon.
I ate that ground sausage.
So, with those intentions
Parmesan
and that you put into the energy and you felt what was coming back
I
just
got that
instantly
shit
like
back
that,
that
a lot
night.
of people aren't listening to the universe, meaning they aren't listening to themselves. You know what I mean?
Going against yourself is what a lot of people do. And so
All of us
I had
a
a,
ourselves.
Yes.
You said
Yes.
cells.
I sat there
Self.
and I'm sitting there and I'm like,
Ourselves.
wow, because it was just a weird episode. And I even said after, I was like, damn, you know something? I think I'm finna quit smoking.
Because our higher self is our consciousness, and I don't know if you believe it or not, like, you're always looking at yourself.
Yeah.
Like,
I was like, you know something? I'm gonna quit smoking. Now, in my lifetime, I can tell y'all, and I've spent over $100,000 on cigars in my years of smoking.
High end shit.
Yeah,
Always.
I don't smoke cheap
Big
shit. No
gin and all that
Swishers.
shit. Yeah.
No,
I can't read the comment.
A nigga do it first class.
I do.
Can't
Because
deny that.
I smoke $1,000 cigar in your face. But that's what I told. I was like, damn. And I had that. I went out there and was like, I'm releasing everything that don't serve me. And I went and smoked. And then I had an instant.
So with that, if you're not ready, like,
Don't play with the
don't
universe.
play with it. Like, because
And
really our
my
thoughts and what we speak is what's going to be projected. Like, that's what's going to come back to you.
And don't get
If
me
you ain't
wrong.
ready, don't be playing.
I got Frat Brothers at Cigar Lines, was coming out with my own cigar line. So I'm really like, damn. And I even said once, like, you what? I said, I think I'm finna quit smoking. So I'm like, and I pay extra on my own insurance because I smoke. That's how they get you also.
Still don't ever tell them that you smoke.
And if they find any
It's a
evidence
code of
that
conduct.
they avoid your payout.
My company is Keep It Cloudy. I smoke, they look in your post, so they see, they can be like, oh, you lying.
Ooh.
It's
And if
a
you're lying
game.
about smoking, they just pay you what your
You
premium
not-
is paying plus 10%.
You pay extra if
Like, I
you're a
don't smoke
smoker.
cigarettes.
Just pay
And
the
it says
surcharge,
any
trust
tobacco,
me.
because I don't smoke cigarettes. I
If
smoke-
we're ever in a position where
I smoke cigars.
we need to get your benefits, make sure it go without no problem.
Yeah, it's a cold game. So going into, because I mean, I don't fuck with Christmas. You already know that. That's y'all celebrate that Caesar Borgia fake bullshit. You don't want to.
Pagan holiday.
I don't do that. I'm not bound down under no tree. Pledging my allegiance. Yeah, y'all ain't ready. And we ain't even gonna go there. I'm because it's my
Yes,
birthday.
in
show.
Jesus.
We ain't gonna go there. This and who?
Just in Jesus.
Who?
Did you see how I was like, wait a minute?
Who?
We not even, that's a whole nother topic. We will be here for a while because you know that's not his birthday.
We ain't going there. We gonna. Hey, I just want to say
So
I
the
appreciate
miracles
everybody
always
tuning
happen
in
around December 20th.
What
tonight.
happened?
Miracles and stuff.
Miracles always happen around
The universe is undefeated.
Why
You
does God
watching
come
too much
together in
movie.
love?
Too many
Okay.
movies.
So you
All
saying
right.
you,
We come
so you
together.
saying you hate Jesus?
No, I never said that.
Okay, what do you
Look
say?
how he manipulated my words because I said one thing. He is like
Nike
you hate
trying to cancel
so-and-so.
Kyrie's contract.
Okay, so you say you don't agree with this, so you hate that too, huh? So
I'm just saying.
I
I be on
perpetuate
Twitter.
that
I
shit.
be on Twitter a lot.
I don't have Twitter. You already know how I feel about.
you be
I think
instigating shit.
I be on Twitter
social
a lot.
media is a
Sorry.
gift and a curse. I try to, and like you even told me, I need to post more, do more, and I get it.
And somebody else needs to post more too.
I'm trying to get into posting more.
I don't even know how to share
100
videos.
followers away from 5,000.
Yes, tap
Yeah, I
in,
shared
follow
it.
me.
And once we get to 5,000, we need to get to 10,000.
Yes.
And
Yes.
hey, you know, no details, just results. So before we go, tell everybody where they can find you on social media platforms.
Okay, dang, it's time to log off. Okay. You can
we
find
keep
me
going.
on Instagram at Swagg Creator, SWAGGCREATOR, Swagg Creator, one word. Instagram, or you can email me, swagcreator@gmail.com, swagcreator.com, or Miss Baps, and that's MIZZBAPZ. Yes.
The sister is working. She's doing a lot of things, y'all, and I'm a fan of us supporting us, networking with us
I
to
really
push
appreciate
our
it.
brands. Because I mean, think about it. How much does it cost me to share your post, your story? It don't cost me nothing, but a couple of seconds. And the essence, monetarily, it costs me nothing. But time is the most expensive thing in the world.
You can get your time back once it's gone.
I can't get that back. So the time it takes me costs more than the money. So for us to share each other's posts, events, that's real love,
True that.
support. And when I say love, I mean, I'm not talking physical love. I mean,
point about her models.
yeah,
What happened about my model?
we speaking metaphysical.
Support.
Oh, yeah.
That's real, because the time it takes you to share something, to repost, all that is minimal. But
Oh, that's not strong.
what it means is bigger.
Yeah. Support breeds support.
Support. So please, y'all that's
Shout out
watching.
to all my supporters. My number one this year, like, that's really been putting me on the map. Like, everywhere she go, Nene Hart. I don't know if you guys.
Yeah, she followed.
She
Shout out to
always,
Nene Hart.
like, she purchased
Have
stuff.
her,
I style for her. She's always rocking my gear. She's always representing me.
She
She's
was at the
always
show.
shouting me out. She's my number one this year. She's been my number one this year.
So,
And shout out
Oh,
to
and
Anne
Bino,
Marie.
baby.
Bino's
baby,
been on the
next
show.
up.
And shout out to AM Marie.
AM. Shout out AM. Definitely AM too.
shout out. We gon' well.
Kelda always on there.
Kelda's been on this show
Kelda
like
is
5
Kelda my
times.
boo.
Kelda's my fam. Kelda's
Shout out to
little
Danielle.
sis. Danielle.
so supportive.
Danielle's supposed to come tonight too. Well, never out. Delta.
And
Yeah.
shout out to Kendra.
Kendra.
Kendra
The model
on stage,
tycoon.
Danielle, JR.
Everybody on the
Shout
team.
out everybody.
Yeah, for real. I just like I said, all y'all. I
What is it? The
appreciate.
New Black World Party.
Oh, JR, my guy. This is my guy. Oh, they just did the
James
Kelda's Live.
Head. He has a show coming up
Rams.
next
Coming
week.
up.
It's the 17th.
Yeah.
Shout him out. I
Shout
admire
out.
his work. I admire him.
Shout out to James
Shout out
Head
James Head.
all day.
Anybody if I forgot you guys.
Charge
Shout
it to
out
me.
Treasure Gems, Victoria Good. Who else?
Hey, what's up, Renee? Renee, sis, I ain't seen you in a minute. You ain't been in the
Clarity
studio.
Water. Shout out my homie Clarity Water.
Clarity Water. Everybody. I mean, hey, it's open invitation. I'm down to network with everybody because like I said, I believe in broadcasting, showcasing us, have fun, sit back and really just have these conversations. We can focus on what you got going on, but if you want to talk about because we talk about riffraff and flim flam and business and whatever, it's barbershop talk with drinks, like I said in my commercials, and we need to shoot some new commercials too.
Yes.
You said that.
And this your boy Camouflage, KAMMFLAGE. You can find me on the gram. That's really where I'm working right now. Y'all stay tuned. This new year we got coming up is gonna be crazy. We got
2023.
guests hitting us left and right, and we just gotta really put them on.
Indeed.
Find
Yeah.
that time to get them in the slot. So, yeah, for sure. Y'all stay tuned. It's about to really turn up.
That's what's up. Congratulations.
Yeah, you
Hey,
know,
what's
Well,
up?
line up already.
I'm
pushing your
Pharaoh,
info.
and I'm the Vice President of Design and Marketing for Swagg Creator LLC. And we're making a movie styled by Swagg Creator.
By Swagg Creator.
Definitely be on the lookout for me styling upcoming events projects, definitely with Carol Films. Thanks for the opportunity. Really appreciate you.
Hey.
So stay tuned on my journey, our journey.
She was rocking the baby like this.
Working the baby, you know what I'm saying? Carry the cradle. And as always, you know me, I'm the dude that gets you in the mood. I'm the guy that you can find in your dreams when nothing else seems to fit, but I do. Hey, no, seriously though, you know, it's sad season. It's my birthday coming up, so I'm definitely on my shit.
Sag
Life, you know what I'm saying? All
Y'all
my
kind of crazy.
All my alter
On the low.
egos are showing up, you know what I'm saying? Captain Charisma, show you right. We all here. Number 4, you'll never catch us all in the same place at the same time, but believe me, we all close. All my alter egos are showing up. You know what I'm saying? I
We're ready
represent
to go
my
party.
shit well. We finna go, because we got a lot of shit to do. And I humbly appreciate Priya, thank you for tuning in. Like I said, we never hear this late, but we started late because family obligations. You know what I'm saying? I'm a father first.
Thanks for tuning in, you guys. Thanks for watching my live.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for coming. And
for having
it's
me.
always open door, welcome. Hey, at the end of the day is over. And if you can't be yourself, please.
Be the next best thing.
Yeah. Now it's time to say no. Actually, no, I ain't gonna go there yet. Hey, for real though, I wish y'all a happy day, life. Get your shit together and stop falling for the banana in the tailpipe. Axel Foley only made 4 movies, but the time it takes to make a movie and the time in your life when you look from the beginning to the end is much longer. You'll get that at 3 in the morning. And now it's time to say goodbye to all my Negro friends. Hey, Sagittarius for life, man. If your sign ain't a Sagittarius, it ain't our fault.